All right. Living in O, living in O, living in O, living in O, living in O. Love it, love it, love it. Where's everybody at? Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. All right. Hey, who was that? Oh, that was Don G's. All right, Dr. Shay, let's try this phone thing. How's your phone acting today?
Not sure because I am in traffic just sitting here though, but I'm not sure. You tell me. Are you?
Is the traffic that bad in Houston like that?
No, it's actually worse in Atlanta, but there's an accident.
Oh,
Wow, horrible.
thank you for the 11 and 0. We are officially 11 and 0. That is just like music to my ears.
Now, did you be getting anything from on the background for TikTok for these your winnings? Like is it like a competition?
You gotta get to a certain level.
Oh, okay. What level you at now?
I don't know. I'll let Dr. Shay handle it.
He just started doing battles.
He don't be knowing. He just be doing something.
So, can I ask a question?
Absolutely,
With
Mr. Cole.
with the sniping, do they? Does the other team have to have so many points before they can snipe, or what? Or do they not have to just need to know how to do it? Because nobody's sniping, and I'm just trying to figure out why.
Well, 'cause she didn't have
It's,
nobody on her side, so she was like a true honest person, So she wasn't trying to do anything, but typically, like she lied. She's not from Florida. She don't even know a city
Of
in Florida.
course he's not. He lied.
okay.
But normally they snipe in the last 10 seconds of the match. So the last 10 seconds is when all the sniping start. And normally they'll have a couple of people to be sniping because they'll look at the total and they're going to start above your total.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
They gonna buy them expensive
My
gifts.
goodness.
One more time.
I guess they buy those expensive gifts that rack up the points.
I would imagine.
Mm.
Mr. Rowe came in with a nice one. Got a corgi, which is really, really nice. So
I stepped up a little bit and gave you a few. I gave you more than
absolutely. I thank you 100%. Miss I mean, listen, you're a little challenging, but you're a good supporter.
you got
And
me going into my coin bank now. You
What,
messing
what,
with
what was the topic today? What did you guys talk about today?
I don't know, this shit was fucking crazy.
he
Everybody everywhere.
he said it was the Sylvia show.
It was a Sylvia show. We went with Miss Sylvia to Home Depot and she got some topsoil
She
and
dropped it like it was hot.
well she did one time. I mean, I don't know if
Yeah,
I
her
call it
lawn,
drop,
because
but
You did.
she been trying to do that lawn for a couple of days now.
You ain't lying. I've been working on this long.
so she shared some more things about her and her mom told her what her mom told her? Told her that
Wear a girdle. I said my grandma.
no. Well, I told her that she doesn't take the temperature of the room, and she said she doesn't know what that means. But then she told her mom told her something,
Oh, you got to learn when people is laughing at you as opposed to
right?
with
Which is
you.
take the temperature of the room, but she really I don't know if she knows how to do it or she just ignores the temperature. And there was some guy flirting with her in here, and she also
Yeah,
told me she
ran
said
them off.
I ran him off.
Yeah, going to a
They
damn
make, do
battle.
they make girdles any longer, Miss Sylvia?
Yes, honey, yes. And they and you get like when you wear pants, they got pants girdles. I never wore. I used to wear stockings all year round. Now that's a good girdle too. My favorite brand was Hanes, but if you get you some nice compression stockings and wear those up under your slacks and things, that's good to wear too. But yeah, I
I
used
just
to
want to
wear.
say, you're under the influence of silliness. You're under the influence of silliness.
What
Get
is
it?
that? What's that?
I don't know who that
You're not
was.
gonna find out. Goddamn
under the
trolls.
under the influence of silliness.
These
Mm,
trolls are something else.
Yeah, but
Um,
wearing those things, ladies, that will shape your body. It really will. And over time, you will be in the figure. I know some men will probably complain because, when they go to put their arm around you, they feel like, what the hell, because your back is, hard. Because it also helps with your posture.
Oh,
Um,
so that's just a shapewear. The girdles is a shapewear.
it's like a spank.
I'm thinking of a slip, what they used to put under the dress so you can't see through it or something.
yeah,
Okay.
that's a slip. That would be a slip. But in versus wearing slips now, you can wear like girdles that come down to your knees, because they have those half girdles that come down there like that, and you can get if you get them in black, that's just like a slip, and they can't see through.
But
But
all your fat go to the bottom of it.
no, because you lift, it lifts you. The type of stuff I'm talking about, it lifts you, and it lifts and puts everything where it's supposed to be. It lifts your thighs and thinnens them out. It lifts your butt and sits it where it should be. Pulls your waist in, you know. And when I wear the ones that I wear under my pants, they come all the way down to my ankles. So it's even holding in your calves and all of that.
what are we? What? How are we talking about girdles? What is going on?
Men wear them too. You need to get you one. Look
Why are
like
we
your
talking
middle could
about
stand it.
girdles?
Like your middles could stand a little shaping. Now why you don't went off camera?
Notebook paper. I'm gonna write something down.
Went
Why
off.
are we talking about girdles? Oh my goodness, what is going on?
I'm gonna write down some brands so the
Um,
next time I come, I can tell you
hey,
I wouldn't.
honey. Hey,
Hey, how are
Hannah.
you?
Hey, Hannah, girl.
There's this store in the airport in Florida. I can
And
It's
she keeps
called
going. She
Sheer.
doesn't. Nothing deters her. She
They
just
sell
keeps
good
going.
shapewear undergarments there. I love when I stop there at that airport to go in there and buy me some stuff. But they got an online website too.
Hey, but no, did you guys like? Because Nana Shay was giving some really good nuggets. I was waiting on Birdie Dog to get here because Nana Shay was giving real good nuggets. Let's just take the person out of it. We want to set our judicial system in have it at a certain standard. We already know there's a lot of people on this side that gets messed over all the time, but we really need to look at our judicial system. We can't just be putting any old thing out there. We're not saying that Trump haven't did multiple things, but man, I am so mad that we just so quick to put our feelings in when somebody say Fani or when somebody say Trump. It ain't got nothing to do with the name of the person.
Well,
I
right
agree,
now this ain't
baby.
time for all of that because he's guilty, and we just need to prosecute him. And
Now,
then
Miss
once we get all that
Sylvia.
done, we can talk about that.
Now, Miss Sylvia, how can you say somebody's guilty and they hadn't been charged?
Because I heard the phone call
So what the phone call say?
with him on there telling that man find me 11,000 votes. That's all I
Oh,
need to hear.
okay, so
For the
when go
right.
ahead.
No, go ahead. You right. Go ahead.
So if somebody told you, Miss Sylvia, like if somebody came and stole some stuff from you, right? Have you ever thought or said, I'll say, have you ever said, like, well, you better go find it. You better go find it. Have you ever said that to your kids or anybody?
I've said that in cases where I had something that was missing, yes, but this is not what took place. Trump
But
did not have
but
enough votes.
but what I'm
He,
saying, have you ever said that before?
yeah, to my kids, to somebody I know that took my stuff, and I said, "Well, you need to go find it."
Okay. So with that being said, so you can't. So are you saying that he couldn't have said that in that same way?
How does he know how many votes he's missing? He ain't got nothing to do with the votes that come
Well,
in
we
the
know
state
when
of
we went
Florida.
to sleep that night, he was winning, and when we woke up, he lost.
Happens all the time.
No, no, and there were some votes
Happens all the time.
that were held aside in question,
Happens all
and
the time.
No, it doesn't happen all the time. It's only happened in recent years. I remember when I was a kid, they had an election. We knew who the president was that day, or never the next day. They're just doing things because they're getting more and more crooked,
Al Gore
and
and
it's all
President Bush. Same thing
No,
happened
no,
with
no.
Al Gore and
Florida, the
Bush.
great state of Florida changed it forever. 'Cause we
Right.
always got to wait the next day because Florida fucks up things. You know, they
But
can't find. But it was because of the ballots getting stolen, the boxes lost. That's crooked. Like Nana Shay said.
so
but
when
you
so
don't
so
think that there was enough people who really voted for Trump, and Trump should have won. Then hopefully he'll get on it if y'all really think the election was stolen from Trump.
no, I think that we are so used to putting our feelings in things, because as a, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to offend any of our listeners, that because I'm always talking about, we coexist on this page, right? But as Black people, our biggest gripe over years have been this justice system and how slavery has done us, and how Jim Crow, it got all kinds of names, right? And how the law has been created against us. So for to now to hear so many people that look like me is giving, somebody needs to mute because it's a lot of noise. I'm sorry. People that look like me that's now turning around and saying, no, the justice system is perfect. They just need to go get it. And even if they don't say it's perfect, they're saying it's good enough for what's being done. Then that's when I go, now wait a minute, because we all know that there are people in jail that should not be there. There are people in jail that are guilty of one thing, but they charged with something else. It's all kinds of mishap in this system. And yesterday, I want to go back, Dr. Shay. Maybe you can help me with the guy's name because I don't remember his name. We were talking about him and we kind of glossed over him real quick. But the young man is gone. He's passed away now. He was the young man that was put in Rikers Island for 3 years with no trial. And he was so messed up mentally when he came out, he committed suicide. Jay-Z did a whole special on him. That's
It
the
was
Isn't that
same,
backpack
bad? Isn't
thing,
that
whole,
bad?
the same,
whole.
I think his name was Browder or something like that. This is
Right.
the same justice system that we're talking about. So no. I'm not going to get up here and say, oh, let him do anything to get Trump, because Trump is temporary. Trump is 78 years old. He may have 20 good years on the earth, maybe. I don't know. But these decisions they are making are permanent.
What decisions that you're making? What are you talking about?
Well, when they do stuff like go back and get the payment for the I don't even want to say the corn lady, and to go back and the Stormy Daniels, and to go back and pick up the
Well,
lady, the other lady.
the
Hold
trial,
on, hold on.
the
Hold
trial. But
on.
wait a
You
minute, the
asked me a
trial
question,
in
Miss Sylvia.
Georgia.
Please no,
Well,
don't do that,
that
because
don't
you
have
asked
nothing
me
to
a
do.
question. You asked me a question.
But
I'm
I
talking
thought
about
you
all
was
of the.
talking about the Fannie Willis, because the Stormy trial
We
ain't
were
got
talking
nothing to
about
do.
Donald Trump and separating Donald Trump from what is happening in our justice system. And that's when Fonnie Willis is just one portion of that. And your efforts, because you do not like Donald Trump, you are making it harder
I
for
don't
my.
dislike or don't like Donald Trump. The fact is, Nixon did less than Donald Trump, and he got kicked out. So why are we? Donald Trump was a con man before he even went to the White House. I mean, we have to. I mean, so I don't care one way about the Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a con man, but if that's who America
So
wants, I say
when was he a con man, Miss Sylvia?
Donald Trump always been a con man. He is commit.
When?
If from the beginning of time, even his own family tells you this.
Aren't
Okay,
most
so what?
politicians con men?
But what I'm saying is, as a businessman, he was a con man. He's
Okay,
known to not want black people to. He didn't want to rent to black people. He's
Miss
That
racist.
was
Sylvia, Miss
bullshit.
Sylvia. Hold on,
That
Miss
was
Sylvia.
not bullshit.
So did
The
Miss
people
Sylvia?
in New
So did
York
he?
do not like Donald Trump. The
Okay,
people
Miss
that did
Sylvia.
business with him didn't
It
get
had nothing to
paid.
do with black people. They didn't want to make their live their the places where
It was
they're
Section
renting
8.
out
It
to
was
be
Section
the.
8, Miss Sylvia. So my
Thank
thing
you.
is that did he not let a lady that squattered, she was a black lady that squattered in his hotel, did he not let her live there in his hotel?
I don't know whether he let a squatter lady live in his
For
He
property or
free.
not.
did,
Yes, he did.
ma'am.
For
He did.
free.
And if I
For
and he
free.
ain't
You
did
didn't
nothing
charge
for
her.
free because he writing that off. If he's got a hotel and he can't
But
rent a
Miss
room,
Sylvia,
that's the
but what
tax
I'm
write
saying,
off. Oh,
is
I
that
know. He planted that lady there. He buried his ex-wife on his property down there in Florida to
and so
prevent
Miss
from paying
Sylvia,
See, but
taxes
this is
on
so
that.
what we're saying. When we say something, y'all try to come back with excuses, but you say the same thing about us. When we,
Listen,
it,
listen. If y'all think
well, he
all of
was
these
smart.
courts are
He
we
was
lying,
make
Miss Sylvia.
excuses for
Miss
everything, and then
Sylvia,
when we with
it was
something, you
smart.
make excuses.
It
no,
was
I'm not
smart.
trying to make an excuse. I just ain't trying to convince nobody to not
No, but
believe
what I'm
nothing.
saying, if that was smart for him to bury his wife on the property, you know why?
Well, you
You know
can't
why
bury
he
a wife
buried
on
her?
bury your loved one on your property and see
I
what happens.
will. And guess what? And guess what? If I don't have to pay taxes to bury my loved one on
See
my
what
property, I
that's
will.
it's against the law to do that, but
No,
some
it's
kind of
not.
way he got away with it.
No, it's not. It's not against
But
the law.
not even that. But how do you know that wasn't
People,
her request? You
people,
don't know that.
people used to have funerals in their homes long time ago. They
Absolutely,
had
but
funerals
the
in their
government
home.
changed that because they couldn't
So
make
was that
money
against
off
the
of
law?
it. So anytime you shortchanging the government
But I'm
on
saying, was
anything,
that against the law though?
back then it wasn't, but it is now. Now your body has to go to the
Mr.
coroner.
Denali,
So what I'm
Mr.
saying is
Denali,
when you become
Yeah,
unalive
yeah,
now by
yeah.
law,
do you know this new person, Celeste?
your body has to come to the coroner. Then
Do you
from the
know that
coroner,
person?
it
No,
must
who
go
is
through
that?
the funeral
I
home.
don't know. Find out.
And if the
I'm just
government
I'm
tell that
I'm
funeral home to
I'm
don't
just a
show you that
listener.
body, that
I'm
funeral
just
home
a
is not going to
Miss
unlock
Sylvia,
your
Miss
taxes.
Sylvia, Miss Sylvia.
Well,
Celeste, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Nice to
Good.
meet you.
How'd you find out about the live?
I think I follow either somebody that's on this channel or was on it, and I was listening
Okay,
to you earlier. That's how I found
cool.
it.
What state are you in?
Texas,
Cool.
Houston, Texas.
Okay.
I
Oh
think
wow.
I'm. I think I've been on some of the lives Miss Sylvia's been on.
You a
I
Sylvia
think
fan?
I'm a fan of everybody.
Okay. You a fan of Donald Trump?
I'm a fan of everybody. I think everybody is imperfect humans, and we all have opinions, just like we all have some bee holes. So, I think it's good. This platform, I love TikTok because I love to hear everybody's, their thoughts and stuff. And I enjoy listening to different people's opinions because it allows me to broaden my thinking as well. So I don't
Fantastic.
think
Okay.
I don't think one person's right or the other one's wrong. I think we all have opinions, and sometimes we learn from somebody, and sometimes we can adjust our thinking. That's how I feel.
Absolutely.
That's
Well,
it.
I appreciate you you joined. Do you have something on the topic?
Um, I just want to go off of Sean. I feel like in the political realm, I'm not a big political person at all.
Okay.
But I will say I feel that there's corruption in all aspects when it comes to either Republican, Democrats. But some have a lot to bring to the table for us as American citizens, and some, they're imperfect and maybe did some corrupt stuff. And I don't excuse that from, especially people trying to lead us as Americans. But that's my opinion. I mean, I'm not a big political person, so I don't have much to say on that.
I like her already.
Who are you voting for?
I rather not say just
Really?
because, yeah.
It's okay. You got people on both sides here. We're kind of even. And right
Yeah.
now we have what? We have four Trump supporters, and I mean
I,
three
I
Trump
think I think
supporters.
she's voting for Trump. It's okay.
And I don't
Me?
think she
I
like
can
Miss
say that.
Sylvia. It's okay. Cause she
No,
said
I
she
didn't say.
wouldn't give it.
No, Miss Sylvia, actually, I've been listening while I was at work and then coming home from work. I mean, she has some good knowledge, like old school knowledge. She reminds me of my grandmother in law. And, sometimes you're like, okay, that's out of date, but they have some knowledge. I know us millennials or Gen X or whatever, Gen Zs, I'm not that, I'm 40 years old, but sometimes we got to listen to the older folks. They've been around longer than us, and they have knowledge that we don't have. And some things we're not going to agree on because time has fast forward. We're in 2024, and sometimes their thinking is not at our time point, but they have a lot of knowledge. And sometimes we just got to be quiet and listen to them. And then sometimes you do got to speak up and be like, okay, that's out of pocket, a little out of pocket. But I like a lot of stuff she said. I was gonna take notes of it because I felt like some of us were, well, not antagonizing her in a way, but I haven't been on the whole live, so I don't know. But yes, Miss Sylvia has her opinion. She's strong opinionated, but there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. I'm gonna let somebody else talk.
Dr. J.
It's happy to hear someone, new come in at it all the time. Welcome to the family. And it's okay if you're a Trump supporter, it's fine. I'm a Trump supporter. 2024. We hope to take this win home.
Did you say 20 to 24 years?
No, she said 2024.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
I'm not a supporter of. I actually, to be honest, I don't vote, and that's just my stance because I feel personally, like I said, I think both sides are BS. That's how I actually feel. Like Biden made a lot of promises. Of course, I'm a minority, and Democrats usually go with, well, minorities usually go with the Democrat. But I mean, he didn't do anything for minorities. So to me, he didn't affect my life. All I feel like my grocery bill went up. My, cost of living has been outrageous. And actually, it was a little better when Trump was in office. So I'm not saying, and a lot of things Trump I didn't like. I feel like he's a racist. I mean, he's made it very clear how he feels. And I think he has some token friends that are not of his race. I do feel that way. I mean, like how somebody says, like, "Oh, I have a black friend." Like, I don't like the guy. I honestly don't. But he did make life a little bit easier when he was in office financially. For me, I felt the effect.
Can I ask you a
But
question?
yeah,
Would you want to have a friend that is racist and told you that he or she was racist, or a friend that pretend that he's not racist but been caught before doing racist things years prior but still got that undercover racism going on?
like I said, I wouldn't want either of those. I wouldn't call
But
either of those friends.
if you had to pick the undercover racist or the person who people may think is racist because they go to the extreme, but which one would you rather? We don't even go to say racist.
I
Would you
had
want
to
to?
pick. I ain't picking neither. I
No,
don't
you
want to
had
be
to
like.
pick.
I
Who
wouldn't
would you pick?
Oh,
Who would
that's a
you
good
pick?
question. I guess
Who?
someone to be honest in front of my face. To be
Thank
honest,
you.
yeah,
Thank you. You want people
yeah,
to be honest in your face. Thank you.
yeah.
Do we not, hang on a second. Do we not give, so what you're saying is Biden is a racist?
We're not gonna go there today. Absolutely, I think
He in the family.
that
He
there's some
right
type
now
of
he doesn't know what he is or where he's at or where he's going.
right, Sean. You know
You're
what? You're right,
funny.
Sean.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He part of the good old boy network.
So Mr. Denali, you don't think that Biden is racist?
What did he do that's racist again? Remind me.
So
He's from the era.
What?
He's from that era.
Mr. Denali, have you
Everybody
ever
80
listened
is
to Judge
everybody
Joe Brown
80
talk about him?
everybody that's 80 is a racist, Miss Sylvia?
But
Say it again, Sean, because I sent him the video, but he don't watch it.
right, I
He
sent it
mad
to
when
Mr.
him
somebody don't
too.
Mr.
watch his
Denali, have
videos.
you ever listened to Judge Joe Brown talk about him? He grew up around the time of Biden, when
Right, he's
Biden
from
was a
Memphis.
senator and everything else, and he can tell
Okay.
you
All right.
every single
Okay.
thing that he witnessed that Biden did that was racist.
Okay, great. No problem. Anything else?
No, why are you ignoring it? Why are you just
I
okay?
don't want to
Great,
talk
no
about
problem. No,
Judge
okay,
Joe Brown.
okay.
Judge Joe Brown is crazy.
see,
No,
you
No, he's
always
not.
have
Why is he
the
crazy? Because
smart
he doesn't
people.
say
They
what you want to
always
hear.
want to make them crazy.
Judge Joe Brown is from Memphis,
pushing
Tennessee,
Why
the
where
is he
I'm from, and
crazy?
he
agenda.
is not crazy.
Because
He
some of the
knows
stuff
he knows law. He
because
was a judge. He knows all that stuff. He grew up around there. Why is he crazy? What
And
makes
you
Why
got
do you
Yeah,
that
have to
little
be
Joe's
crazy?
crazy?
he,
Explain that.
he
smirk
He
on your
told
he's
you
very
face
about
when you
Obama.
say that.
he's a very knowledgeable person from what I've
who?
seen, but I don't know.
Judge
Judge
Joe
Joe
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah, I mean that I was listening to. He seemed knowledgeable. I don't know.
God judge.
Yeah,
What
he's
makes him
smart.
crazy?
That's
Why
why
is he
everybody
crazy?
give him a bad name.
Why is he crazy? I want to know.
Because he don't take no shit.
No,
What?
just he shoots it straight from the hip, and he's gonna tell you what's what, and he's gonna explain it to you.
Why is Mr. Denali quiet?
I don't know,
Because
cause
he
he's
made a,
washing
he's
Yeah, Mr.
dishes.
quiet because
Denali.
he's
Who you
quiet
trust?
because he made a pretzel statement. That's a pretzel statement where I come from.
Well, where's your statement at? You said you wanted to go 11-0. What did you contribute to the battle, Kobe?
Oh, oh boy. Oh
What did you
boy.
contribute to the battle,
Oh,
Kobe? Mr. $5
Sound like
million man.
Mr.
What did you
Denali.
hang on, everybody
Sound like you're
quiet.
in your feelings.
Everybody quiet. You
What do
said
you
you
mean?
wanted us to go 11-0, right, Kobe? Is that what you put in the chat?
Yeah.
What did you contribute to the 11-0?
What does that mean? I don't understand what you mean.
You said you wanted us to go 11-0, right?
Right.
You're part of the team, right?
Yeah.
How did you contribute to the last win in the battle?
I don't know. It's the first battle I've watched. So how's it work? I don't know. What was I supposed to do?
Anybody want to enlighten Kobe on what he's supposed to do?
Somebody explain it to me. Somebody explain
hi,
it to me. I don't even know.
Kobe. Hi,
It's
Kobe. I'll explain it to you, Kobe. Even though you was talking crap to me earlier. But so the battle, Kobe, is you send Mr. Denali gifts, and the people on his team try to send more gifts than the people on the other team, and then you're timed. I think it's like 4 minutes or 5 minutes, and he screams and makes noises when he gets gifts, and then the other team, they do what they do when they get gifts, and whoever has the most gifts at the end of the 4 minutes is the winner.
Oh, okay. Oh well, yeah. No, in that case, I didn't do it. I don't know shit about it. So thank you. I know now. So now I
Great.
have an explanation. So
Fantastic. Love it, Mr.
sorry,
Kobe.
my bad about that.
No bad. There's no obligation, but you did say that, so I figured you was gonna help in the win. No problem.
I don't know.
You know you're a good friend over here.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Don't worry, Kobe. He doesn't even know how to turn his battles on or turn them off. So don't worry about it.
Next battle is a 12-0, right, or 11? I thought we just
Right,
did.
we are 11-0 right
Okay.
now. So next one will be 12-0.
Since you're up here, are you a Trump supporter, Kobe?
Yes, he is.
I am.
He's very proud.
I'm ready to cast my vote this year.
He was right
For
there.
45 slash
He was
47.
right
I'm
there.
ready.
He was right there, right next to the Stop the Steal rally. He lives very close there.
I like the sound of your voice, but I hate it that you're voting for Trump. You're confused. Poor
Oh, you
man.
don't want me to make the money, huh? So I'm confused.
Well, see,
I'm
the only
confused.
reason that you did well during the 4 years of Trump is because you were living off of the decisions of Obama. Right now, the reason you're suffering is because you're living off of the decisions of Trump. So you don't even know how it works. Trump, whenever that president comes
Some of
in,
us live in reality, so we know better than that. Some of us live in reality, so we know better than
Obama
that.
was in rule for 8 years. Obama was in rule for 8 years. So when Trump came in office, the things that Obama put in play is what we
Right.
were living off of. Now, Trump knocked a lot of
Well,
things.
like what? Because
Yeah,
he
just
came
just
in
not in real
and
life.
changed.
So in
Right, right.
healthcare, it starts over every year. So yeah, not in real life.
Yeah, like
Okay.
we see through the bullshit.
Well,
But I
I
just
hope
want to know.
this
I
this
just want to
this
know what
what
Obama did in
this
his
was
eight
my
years that made it great. Those 4 years.
this
So
well
educate me because I want to know. How about that?
this is my question to y'all. Your payroll went up real nice when Obama was in office. You was able to remodify your mortgages and get lower interest rates when Obama was in office behind all those
No, 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 no. I want to
loans.
know. I want to know what happened during his era that those 8 years that made it good for 4 years after he left.
I got
People's pay wages was up and everything. People make less money now.
He brought
Wow,
people together.
those
That was
incorrect facts.
that was the number one thing that he did. We didn't have any hate speeches, and
Biden's
the
done
stuff
that.
that Trump,
He
the
he
stuff that
divided
Trump talked about.
Do y'all
people.
see what happened to the people at the yellow
He
company?
was not a
Leaving their
Biden,
divider.
kitchen got
That's why.
did
And
y'all
That's
did y'all
why
Obama
I
see
did
them?
Okay,
told
all
divide
you.
right.
people. That's bullshit.
Oh,
Obama
Did y'all see the
definitely
people
caused
at the
strife
yellow
between
everybody
company?
races.
quiet. Mr. Rowe, let
Did
Mr.
y'all see
Rowe
the people
finish.
at the
Everybody quiet.
Yeah.
Let Mr. Rowe
You
finish
know
his
what?
point.
I don't like how you steered it to the Democrats. So Sylvia just spoke up for the Democrats, and so
First of all, hang on one
I
second,
don't get
Miss
it.
Dr. Shay. Mr. Rowe is a big supporter on the platform. He had something that he wanted to say. He just came up. He was up in here earlier, and he was talking, and everybody overtalked him.
No, he came in and didn't wait his turn, Mr. Denali.
Wait a turn.
I do sometimes skip over people to
Yeah.
go to somebody else.
But
Okay,
that ain't
but I'm
how it
just
Yeah,
works.
saying,
because
like he.
we need to go back to those
This ain't no
inaccurate facts
VIP
about the pay
line
went
waiting to
up.
get into the club.
Yeah,
Just
P
say get out.
line. Yeah,
So
Mr. Rowe is the hot nine in the short dress.
There is a VIP club. That's right. Go ahead, Ro.
So, and I try to keep it short and simple so everyone can understand. I know I know about 16 years ago, like people like Tangia, she was a little child. I wasn't voting, but 8 years of Obama because the people enjoyed what they was getting. And after Obama, the things that he's being criticized for was, oh, well, he didn't do anything for the blacks. That wasn't Obama's position to do anything for the blacks because then you would have had people like Sean and Miss Carol Ann saying he's a racist. He did for black folks and not
Oh,
for
you got.
YT
Whoa, whoa,
people.
whoa, whoa,
Let
whoa,
me
whoa. I'm
finish.
gonna
Let
whoa,
me
whoa
finish.
your ass
I'm
now.
just saying that's what
Just
YT people would
white
be
guy
I
saying.
really thought
doesn't
you
mean
was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say something
and
better
you
than that.
So when Trump came
that
along,
that
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 man had
that
8 years.
Sean,
that's
Sean,
when
bull.
Sean,
when
just let
And
him
he
finish
is
his
wait,
point.
100%
Hold
correct.
on,
You
please let
can't
Mr.
sit
all
there
right,
and
Rowe
say
fin-
let
that.
me
please
stop
let
the
Mr. Rowe finish his point, and then we'll go to
He's
Sean.
making this
you're trying to
sound like
stop the flow.
I have a problem.
I'm not
There's a
hey, I
president,
promise
something
you
for
I'm not
black
gonna
people.
be
Hold on,
I
Sean.
promise you I
Sean,
won't be
let
but
him
a minute.
finish.
I promise
Let
you I
Mr.
won't
Rowe
be but
finish.
a minute. And I'm finished. So with everything that he tried to do, he couldn't push it through the House. Just like y'all don't look at that and see what things that the presidents, whether it's Obama or Biden, is trying to do. And then you have people in the Republican House. They said, no, 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 buddy. We don't want to lower the gas on people. We don't want to lower the food prices
Do you want
on
to know the
people.
Senate count during his term? Do you want to know the
No,
Senate count
they had
during
a
his
Senate
term?
count just this
Do you
week.
want to know?
They had a
No, no,
count
no, no, no.
this
I'm talking
week.
about
Oh,
Obama
you
term.
talking
Do you
about
want
the
to know the
count of the
Senate?
no.
Yeah,
No, I don't need
yeah.
to
You
know
want to know
that
the Senate?
because
Oh,
I
okay.
said
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't
Because
gonna
you
be
just
but a
said it
minute.
could get pulled.
Dr.
You just,
Shade, you're talking over me. I told you I would be 1 minute and I'm finished. So here
you was
come
here today,
Trump.
Mr. Rowe. Was you here
Here
all day
come
today?
Trump that
I'm
came
happy to talk.
along and everything was hate. Hate, hate, hate. Hit him. Don't be so nice with him. Who you think he was talking about? Don't when you put him in the police car, hit their head on the hood. Who you? That's hate. But you all say, oh, that's Trump. Now I'm finished.
All right, does Sean or Dr. Shay want to go? Who's going? Or Tanjeev, who's going?
I do.
Who's going?
I mean, whoever wants to go. Whoever,
Dr. Shay, you want to go? Or you
I,
want?
I'll just say I'll just say this real quick, and I'll let everyone else go. I just don't like how he said we would have had a problem if he did something for black people. What is it because we're white? We would have had a problem. I don't. I want a president like Trump, who did a lot of things for black people, if you go look at what he did, more than what Obama, the first black president. So
I agree, Sean.
Not true. He didn't do.
So, so
I agree
Obama
because
couldn't do
if you
anything
really,
because the Democrats wouldn't let him. Because remember when Obama first was elected, it was Democrats everything. Democrat president, Democrat House,
okay, why didn't they do
Democrat
something,
Senate.
Miss Sylvia?
Because I told you they the good old boy network.
No. So if it was all Democrats, the Senate, the president, and all of that, why didn't they do anything for
Haven't I
black people?
told y'all what the Democrats are and who they really
Okay, well,
originally?
why are you voting for them,
but
Miss
you know
I
Sylvia?
don't
what, Miss
vote. I
Sylvia,
don't vote for them. I told you
that's
I
the
ain't voting.
first thing. You know what?
I
I
ain't voting
respect
at
you for
all.
saying that, and I'm happy you know that. Say it again, Miss Sylvia. They played us, right? They played us.
Right, like a fiddle.
Right.
Thank you,
I've
Miss
stood with
Sylvia.
them ever since then. When they didn't let Obama do any of the things that he wanted to do, I was done with them. They
Okay, are you
showed
done with them
themselves.
now, Miss Sylvia?
I've been done with them. I didn't vote for Hillary.
Okay, so you voting for Biden?
No,
She's voting for
Who
Trump.
you voting for?
I'm not voting at all.
Oh, okay.
You?
Well, good.
Oh,
I wouldn't dare vote for Trump.
Okay, good deal. Don't vote at all. That'll be great.
Yeah, I
Miss
second that.
Sylvia. Miss Sylvia, what are
Leave
you
your vote at
snacking
home.
on? What are you snacking on, Miss Sylvia?
I'm
Leave your
eating
vote
a
at home,
protein
sir.
bar.
You snacking on a Snickers bar?
A protein bar.
Protein bar. Cliff bar? What kind of protein bar?
It's a granola. It has 9 grams of fiber.
Okay. I didn't ask for all of that. I just want to know what you were snacking on. You always snacking.
It's my
Go ahead,
Chewy
Kobe.
bar. It's my Chewy bar. One fiber. That's the brand name. One
Go
fiber.
ahead. Go ahead, Kobe.
Oh no, I'm just glad to hear that Sylvia's gonna leave her vote at home. That's all.
Oh, all right. You
And
glad
I'm
she's
not
No,
gonna
as far
complain.
and also as far as the comments about what they do, this person didn't do this for black people and all this other guy. I don't know who wastes their vote talking about stuff like that. So I'm worried about what it's gonna do for me. I don't know all the black people, nor do I care. But what it's gonna do
Do
for
you
me is
live
what
on
I'm worried
Kobe? Do you live on an island by yourself?
about. Not yet. But if I make enough money, I might can get one.
So how do you reconcile the fact that you don't care about anybody else other than you and your family?
No, that's not what I said. What I
Oh,
said is I don't know all black people. I'm not going to pretend like I care about something that
I'm
I
not
don't know
talking. You
about.
said that when you vote, you thinking about you and yours, right?
Correct.
And does that who is you and yours? Who's the yours?
That would be me. My kids, family, people depending on me, friends, employees, so on and so forth.
Your circle.
Correct. Basically the same as anyone else. So it's like,
I don't
I'm
know
not.
about that.
That's the same. That's the same.
Would
It's the
you
same.
pay?
So I don't need to sugarcoat it any different. So like I know that like if I'm like Mr. Denali, I'm short about 15 grand on my mortgage. You got me? You'll be like nah, because you don't give a fuck either way. What I'm saying is everybody really feels like that about their things, so they worry about their things.
I may not give a fuck about a
That's
person, but
it's an essential need for me.
I do think that there are people who did not have the same advantage as my son did. Did not have the same advantage as myself did, and I don't mind paying a little bit more if that will help them possibly have a better quality of life or help them have a better quality of life. Because we're all not created equal, unfortunately.
That still doesn't mean you care. What you're saying is you have a willingness. Doesn't mean you care. What I'm saying is either way,
Wait,
I'm
why?
utilizing
Wait,
my
did you
vote.
say it doesn't show that I care?
It doesn't mean that you care. It means that you're saying that you're showing a willingness. That doesn't mean that you care about that stranger's well-being. So what I'm saying is,
how can I demonstrate if I care? Tell me how I demonstrate that.
it's not a way. You're giving
Not a way to
subjective
show that I
statement.
care about my fellow man.
Absolutely not. It's a subjective statement. That's it. Simple as that.
Do you think that
if
people
you
in the
really
military,
if you really care about
do
people,
you think people in the military care about people they don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know?
So I don't know if they do or not. That's what I'm saying. So I don't.
Wait,
I
some
don't
people
attach
just go.
myself
Whoa,
Some
hang
people
on one
just go
second.
in to
Are
get
you
free
saying stop
education.
talking?
What's that?
Are you saying that people who sign up for the military and go and put their lives on the line, they don't care about people they don't know?
No, you asked me, do I think they do? I said I don't know. Because people sign up for the
Is that an
military for all
honest
kind of reasons.
answer?
That's an honest answer. You don't know the reason why everybody signs up for the military. Why would you pretend that you do?
Okay, do you think a portion of them, however small, do it because they care about people they don't know?
It's definitely possible. There's a lot of people in the military. I'm saying I don't know why they do, nor do I care. So I'm not going to pretend today that I know what I don't know. But here's what I do know. I do know the things that are before me. I know the things that are around me, the people that are around me, my responsibilities. So I would utilize my vote for those things that are actually real, not for my idea. Fair enough.
Oh, listen. You definitely have your point of view. You don't want you want less people on health insurance because it helps you, and you know that means that.
That's less marketplace policies. That's what I said. So yes, the
Well,
less
at the
people
end of the
that are
day,
insured.
at the end of the
So how
day,
can
if a,
The
how
house.
at the
how
end of
can
the
less
day,
people
at
on
the
health
end
insurance
of the day,
benefit?
Miss Sylvia, I am talking. At the end of the day, as you said, you would rather have less people on health care coverage because it helps you and yours, right?
Right, correct.
Okay, just making sure I understand where you're at.
Well, I just got to ask him a question.
Go ahead.
How it's
Well, it's
more
not your
people?
turn yet, Miss Sylvia.
How it's more
The
people?
next
Why?
person go, Miss
It's
Sylvia.
not your turn.
It was my
Let somebody
turn.
else go, Sylvia.
Not
Let
your
somebody else.
turn. Like
I don't want to speak. I want to ask him a question.
no, it's not your turn to ask a question.
You're that's still speaking.
Can you
I
give
just
Oh,
you
none?
real quick.
I'm actually going to vote for Miss Sylvia not being able to vote. That's my vote.
Miss Nicole, do you have anything?
I'm gonna vote for her not to be able to speak.
Drop down.
Miss Nicole?
No, I don't have anything. I'm listening, but I'm about to drop down.
Oh, you about to drop down?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's get Miss Nicole down and
Did we ever find out Miss Nicole is a Democrat or Republican?
Miss Nicole's definitely voting for Biden.
Oh, okay.
So what was the answer to Dr. Shea's question about what did the 8 years do for the next four? What was the answer to that?
What?
Wait, I don't know what was the question. I don't know what the question was.
But Dr. Shea asked, what in the 8 years carried over to Trump's for?
Yeah, he
What
cut
did
the
Obama's
deficit.
8 years carry over into Trump's?
Yeah, that was her question.
Well, I mean, we all know that the presidency is a Titanic, and your first 2 years you're still dealing with what happened in the previous four. Is that right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
whatever, I mean, yeah, you get the credit while you're president, but when Obama came in and we were losing 750,000 jobs a month for I think it was the first 6 or 7 months. Was that his fault or was that Bush's fault, Kobe?
I don't know.
Bush.
Yeah, so Kobe. Sometimes you can be really disingenuous when you say you don't know something.
No,
I'm
I'm
asking
getting
you,
real
when
answer.
hang
You
on a
already
second.
know
Hang
I'm
on one
gonna give you a
second.
regular answer.
When Obama came into office, January 20th of 2008, and we were losing 750,000 jobs a month, whose watch did that happen under?
I don't know. How many months are you talking about?
The first 6 months.
I don't know.
When the
How
banks
many of
were
the six?
failing.
How many of the six would you credit to someone else?
When the banks were failing, Kobe.
Okay. How many of the first 6 months would you credit to the previous president? How did you come up with 6 months? How did you come up with 6 months being a number? It's all nonsense. It's
Well,
nonsense.
hang on one second. Well, okay, this is what I'll say. When Obama came in, at least I'll have to check the record, but we were losing 750,000 jobs a month. Hank Paulson went into the Oval Office and he had a blank check for $750 billion for George Bush to sign, because otherwise he said we were going to go under. Obama comes in January 20. Are you going to put that at his feet, or are you going to put that on Bush's feet? Mr. Cole.
I'm gonna credit it to whoever is there, whoever is in charge at the time. That's the only way to do it, to keep it uniform.
Okay, so tell me this: who was president during the greatest terrorist attack on our soil?
What is that?
Who was president during the biggest terrorist attack on our soil?
When was that?
What was you do not know what the biggest terrorist attack was?
No, when was that?
9/11.
Does somebody want to help him?
9/11.
January 6th.
9/11.
So apparently
Well,
nobody else knows. Is it 9/11? What do you?
no, January 6th was a domestic
January
terrorist
6th.
attack.
Bro, get out of here.
That was the
That
domestic.
was nothing in
I
here.
thought you were gonna say if you're gonna say January 6th, you might as well say Malice at the
I
Palace or
didn't
something.
say.
Remember the
I didn't
Pistons
say.
fight?
I didn't say. I didn't say January 6th. I'm talking about 9/11. Who was president
That's what
at
I'm
that
saying.
time?
That's what- Somebody else said it. Somebody else said it.
What party was
I said
president? Had the White House.
Republican.
Republicans.
Okay. Now, during the greatest pandemic ever in 100 years, who was at the helm? Republican or Democrat?
hurry up, hurry up.
Both.
I'm sorry.
Both.
Yeah, it wasn't no both.
What do you mean, Bo? You said that
It
you
wasn't
gotta
both?
take. You said
You asked
gotta
me
take.
for the answer. The answer was both, right?
So we
No,
have two
how was it both
presidents.
in January of
You
2020?
said during the pandemic. What was the pandemic? Was it a month or
It
something?
started
Maybe I'm
in
missing it. Was the pandemic a
2019.
month? The
It
answer is both.
started in
I
2019.
said, are you kidding me?
The
Right
answer is both. The answer is both.
But we're not in
The
a
pandemic is
pandemic,
not
so
like a
how?
30-day period. The pandemic wasn't like a 30-day period or anything.
How
So it
long?
was
And
over
it
by
actually
the
started in
2019.
Period.
How
2019.
When
long
was
did the
two?
Started in
pandemic
2019.
start?
It was 2019 when it started.
Right.
Who was president? Kobe.
In 2019?
Who was president?
Trump. It was Trump. You should have asked a better question there if you ain't want to answer. You said during the pandemic, so I answered your question.
We didn't have two presidents during the pandemic.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we
Who was
did. You
the,
just
who
don't
was
like the
the other
answer because you
president?
didn't think about it beforehand.
Who was the other president during the
Joe
pandemic?
Biden, he's in there now. I
The
don't know if you noticed
pandemic
or not
was
because you
over by
didn't
the
vote.
time the
Joe
It was
Biden, you probably
over.
didn't know. You probably didn't notice, Sylvia, because you were probably talking that you didn't vote.
Oh, shut up.
Obama told Trump. Obama told Trump that a pandemic was coming, and Trump went and got rid of the medical supplies that was stocked up.
Anyway, never mind.
I want to
Um,
know why
If
you
anything,
don't
Bro,
want
you done
people
nutted
to have
his.
health
I'm
care.
still waiting on the answer to
Bro,
Dr.
you
Shane's
done nutted
question.
your common sense out.
I'm waiting
That
for you to answer to
28-year-old
Dr.
Why?
done
Shane's
took your
Why
question.
no,
common
is
sense,
I'm
bro.
not. Nobody's answered that question until you can answer a question honestly. You're very deceptive.
Nope, she answered her first.
My
She answered her first.
spotty sense tells me that you're very deceptive, Kobe.
I want to know
Listen,
who.
she asked y'all to see who wanted to make themselves into a pretzel. No
How
one
about this?
volunteered, so now
How
we can
about
move
this?
on.
How about this? We're not
Right.
answering it. How about that?
Kobe, can you explain to me
Good.
why other people
about
not
that?
That's what I
having
wanted
health
to hear.
care is
I
a
know.
benefit to you?
I know, Kobe. I know.
Can Kobe explain
What-
why other people
I'll
not
explain.
having health care is a benefit to him? I need to know.
Oh, because he owns urgent cares, and the less people that have coverage will go to his
It's-
case, and then he'll make more money.
And the
what
it
now?
affects the reimbursement rate. It affects the reimbursement rates.
How
from the
does it
insurance company.
affect the reimbursement rate?
It's gonna go over your head. Don't worry about
No,
it. Just
no,
know
it
that
ain't
that's
gonna
the
go over
answer.
my head because I sell insurance. So I want to know how is it going to
What's selling
affect
insurance got to do with a
reimbursement rate?
reimbursement
Because
rate?
I understand reimbursement rates because that's what I have to speak with when I'm selling you plans and policies.
No, he
You
owns
understand the reimbursement rate.
he owns urgent care.
So you understand the
I don't care
reimbursement rate
that he
because
owns
you sell
urgent care
insurance.
because if I owned the urgent care,
Yes, it
I
is.
would want people out here with insurance so I could have some customers.
Well, you don't. You want people's insurance to pay more. That's what you want. You don't want them just to have it.
So
That's not true. That's like saying I want people to. I own a car. I want a car wash. I want a lot of people who can come here and give me $1. That's not true. That's not true. That's not
Kobe,
true.
Kobe, let me
It's not
give
true.
you some insight that my spirit tells me to inform you.
They both talk a lot. Both of them.
You need to get out of health care. Because if you're in it for the money, let me tell you, that's a karma you don't want.
He says he makes $5 million a year off of that.
That's what I understand.
Yeah.
But if you in it for the money and your thought process is all about the money and you lobby to make less healthcare benefits available to the masses, you need to find another way to make you some money. Cause that living large you feeling that ain't gonna last long.
I
Are you
understand, but
saying
here,
normal?
with all due respect, Miss
Why
Sylvia, after I
people
heard
say
you,
that though? I gotta ask. Why people say that it's not gonna last as long?
Because you shouldn't be going in healthcare for money. If that's
But
your
why
reason,
wouldn't
if
it
you want to
last
make
as
money,
long? Like,
find something else to do. Don't let it be healthcare. You can only make money off sick people.
So what do you think the doctors and nurses? So you don't think that they're
Look, I'm
making
not
money
saying
off
they
sick
shouldn't make
people?
money. Didn't I just tell you my mother's a nurse practitioner? Both my
Okay,
sisters are
so
nurses. My
she's
niece
making
was a
money
nurse. I
off of
got
sick
cousins that are
people.
doctors, but none of them went into the business to make money.
Okay, but they're making
why
money.
don't they
Are
do
they
it for
working for
free?
free?
Do it for free. Do
They
it for
do
free
do
Are
then.
they
Leave it
they
doing it
alone.
do
for
do
free?
things for free. They do know
No, they ain't
they
talking
do
about
Sylvia,
things.
donate
Why
Miss
don't they
they
just do
Sylvia.
do
that for
they
free?
do donate their time
Exactly.
for free.
Okay, so are they
Exactly.
working for free or not?
They don't work for free, but they do
Well,
donate
thank you.
time. But they're
Thank you.
nowhere
Thank you.
running around
Okay.
trying to lobby to have less health care for other
They're not
people.
working for free
They
either.
would
They're working for
agree,
money. That's
they
the
would
answer. They're
agree with
working.
what I'm saying, and
But
they
I
would want
guess my
They're
thing is,
everybody
working for
to
money.
have health care.
Hang on, Kobe. Is it possible for you to make money and still have people who have health care, or is it one or the other?
No, I need people to have health care. I was just simply talking about ways to make more money. So what I'm saying is, yes, you can do a lot of things for less money, and that's great if you want to. But
You
not
want to
everybody wants to.
maximize it.
I want
I
to do it
guess
right.
you don't
Correct.
really do you not care about your fellow man?
I care about a lot of people, but that's
So
neither here nor
okay,
there. I'm doing
people
something.
other
I'm
than
running a business. I'm running a business.
people that are not in your circle.
People not in my circle. What?
Do you care about them at all?
I care about a lot of things, but as far as someone that I don't know, I don't even know to care about what they're doing. So no.
Gotcha. If you could make $5 million, right, doing what how
Right.
you doing, but if
Right.
you made 3 million, which one would you pick?
The five.
Okay, got it.
Mr. Denali, who here on this panel is actually taking their personal time because they care about people so much to dedicate their time and helping people here in America? Who's doing that?
I don't
I
know.
want honest answers. Honest
I
answers.
said I don't know.
Exactly. So you can't preach about helping people and taking less
No,
money,
no. What
this
I
and that, if
said
you're not
was,
doing it
what
yourself.
I said was, if you could make 5 million doing it the way he's doing it now, but you could take you could
Sandman. Welcome back.
what? Or you could make 3 million and more people had health care or were in better shape. He said he would take the five. Okay, fine, no problem, no problem.
I got a question for you, Mister Now.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So would you agree that we'll say um, LeBron. We'll say, well, we agree that he is very, very wealthy. Would you agree that
Of
that
course.
LeBron James is very wealthy?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so is it safe to say he can afford to play for the Lakers for free and still be very set considering he's a billionaire?
I think what I was getting at was the fact of healthcare,
I
and I
understand. I'm asking you a question
personally, I
about him
don't.
as
I
an individual.
listen. I I think
I'm,
those two things are different
I'm,
because
I'm not asking you
LeBron.
about a second thing. I'm asking you
What?
about one thing. I'm not asking about a second thing. I'm asking about one thing. Can he play for free and be set?
You're trying to make a comparison, and I don't agree
I'm
with
asking. No,
Not really,
I'm asking
because
you a
it's all
question.
business.
At the end
What
of the
I
day,
said was
he
that
can play for free.
listen,
So why is he choosing to play for the
if
max?
you are a person who is in healthcare and you are
It's work.
you I'm sorry,
It's work. It's work. It's what it
are
is.
you going to
It's
let
work.
me finish or are you going to continue to interrupt me? Which one?
I want you to answer my question, but I
I
guess
don't
you don't
want to
want to
answer.
answer it.
I told you that I don't like your question. I'm not going to answer it.
I will ask me
You're
one,
trying to
so I'm
make
gonna
a
tell you I don't like
comparison and I don't
it. Okay,
agree
go
with
ahead.
the comparison.
Okay, okay, go ahead, go ahead.
What I'm saying is that if you are hoping as a healthcare person for less people to be insured so you can make more money, it's not necessarily what I would do. Can you do it? Sure. But it's not what I would do. that's me. And if I could make 3 million versus making 5 million, and more people would be insured, then I would take the 3 million. But that's me. That's all. That's all. That's it.
But that's the thing. If you care about people so much, then what are we? I mean, what are you doing now to help people? You know what I'm saying?
You want to know what I do personally?
Yeah.
I
No,
donate
because we
my
don't
time.
like the answer.
I donate my time. I donate my money. I do a lot of different things that I care about people. What are you asking me, Sean?
I'm just saying,
I
like
don't
when you
like the
say,
answer. I don't
You
like
don't
the
like
answer.
what,
because
Kobe?
Well, Sean, he
I don't like the
obviously
answer.
had some
The
money.
bad answer.
If
I
you're
don't like the
opening
answer.
up
My
urgent
answer was
cares,
bad.
you're not broke.
Bad answer. I don't like it.
Well, if you're opening up an urgent care, you're not a
Miss
broke
Sylvia,
individual.
Miss
So more
Sylvia,
than
I
likely,
need
you're
to
a
hear what
football
Kobe
player,
said.
basketball
I'm not
player,
talking to
or
him.
somebody that has access to money to get a
Miss
building
Sylvia,
and then get doctors to come in.
what are you saying, Kobe?
I just said I ain't like the answer.
My answer?
Yeah, I don't like the answer.
Okay, fine. I don't like. I mean, what, fuck, I care.
I'm not saying you can't. I gave you my opinion on the answer.
Great. Okay. It doesn't. No
There you
sweat
go.
of my. No sweat of my testicles.
Yeah,
I
these are
just
perfect.
want to know why that people get so upset about somebody else's money and tell
I
them.
didn't get upset. I
No.
said,
I got to go back to this question earlier. Like, because I know Miss Sylvia was talking about Kobe should change his field and that his money is going to be gone and it's not going to be there because he's in it for the wrong reason.
But
My
the
thing is, I hate to hear somebody, because this happens a lot where people be like, oh, watch it when they lose it or when it's go. Why do people say shit like that?
because when you don't go into things, certain things, healthcare is a person's life, their
Miss
everything.
Sylvia, it
So
would probably be
no
different if
one,
you were the
because in
owner of that
healthcare, be
business.
quiet for a minute, Sean, because people in healthcare take oaths. You don't take an oath to get rich. You take an oath to do no harm. That's one of the oaths they take. So
I don't know about that.
you
They
go,
Doctors
they
get
in
rich.
healthcare
well,
because they
go
don't
into
want to get
healthcare,
rich.
and then you can know, Sean. Go pick up a book and then read the oath that they take. So
It,
Okay,
you
it,
should
it,
shut
be.
up.
This
it
is
doesn't.
not
I
a
just said
field.
doctors take an oath and they get rich, don't they?
And that's why a lot of they kill their. That's why a lot of people are better than their doctors
Not
because they
making
don't
sense
care.
right now.
Because the doctors don't care about their patients; they care
And
about
Miss
their
Sylvia, you will
checkbooks.
take it.
And all I'm
Nonsense.
saying is this: if I heard in a conversation that my doctor felt like Kobe feels, I would not take my hard-earned insurance that I pay for back to him
They do
because
it all the
he's
time,
just
Miss
told me,
Sylvia.
no,
I'm
I but,
thinking
but
if
see, listen,
you are in
I know
Kobe's
how to
position,
I know how to
you wouldn't be able to
recognize
talk.
those doctors, and it's the one good thing about me that I'm educated and I know how to advocate for my health. My
That's
doctor is
you.
going to give me a test. I'm not going to be sent out of the
Well,
room
that's
with a
you, Miss Sylvia.
prescription to
Miss
pick up
Sylvia,
and
you
then
go
That's
call
off
me
the
you.
three
What
beaten
I'm
weeks
path
saying
every
later.
is,
time we have a
doctors.
conversation about
I've
something.
worked
But
in the
see,
Pretty
medical
the
soon you're going to
field.
be
I'm
Kobe's
talking
telling you.
about
but
nitty stuff to hold your stomach
Kobe's
in.
profile is to give you a prescription, send you home, let that disease grow for
Well,
4
that's
more
what doctors
weeks,
That's what
do.
all
and then
doctors and
come back.
nurses do too.
That's what
All
they
doctors
do.
and nurses do the same
Versus
shit.
versus being able to have your own primary care,
You
who
said you're
cares
what?
Miss
about
What do you
Sylvia,
you.
do
do?
you know? Okay, Miss Sylvia, can I ask you a question? So my question is that you don't think that doctors just give you prescriptions and the prescriptions, they got more side effects to it than anything, right?
But Touch, see, that's what I'm trying
Not
to
even
tell
that, but
you.
they
They
get
operate
kickback
like
from the
Kobe.
companies.
Those doctors that do that have the mindset of Kobe. You're a number. They making money
Yeah,
off
the
you.
doctors do. I agree with you on that. They do. They don't
So let me
care. You
ask
think
you
they
this.
care?
Now let's ask Kobe this question. Because see, I did medical billing too, so I understand a little bit about this. Kobe,
Yeah, I've
when
done it
when
too.
the people come into your clinic, your urgent
And we make
care,
up codes and we give them
and you're
codes. So
billing for the time frames,
yeah.
because see, another thing you bill for is time frame, because every type of appointment is going to be billed either in 15-minute increments, 30-minute, and all of that. Are you giving those people all of those minutes that you're charging that insurance company for?
No,
Or
they're
did you
not.
give them 5 of the minutes
Please let
and built
let
them
Sorry.
for,
answer the
you had
question. Let
built them
Kobe
for
answer.
you gave them 5 minutes, but built Blue Cross Blue Shield for 30, which are unethical behinds. Expound on that, Kobe.
Well, hang on. I don't know if he's doing anything that's unethical.
That's
It's not.
unethical
Hang
right
on one
there.
second. It's
But they
not
get away
illegal.
with it.
Hang
It is
on,
illegal.
Miss Sylvia. It's not illegal.
It
I don't
is
think it's.
illegal. You
What
just
do you
don't
mean?
know.
Whoa! What do you mean? So he's breaking the law?
When they do that, that's illegal. But
Ma'am,
see, they get away
ma'am,
with it because
Miss Sylvia,
you don't know
Miss
that it's
Sylvia,
illegal.
Miss Sylvia. You don't even know what he does.
I'm telling you, even your doctor does this. You don't
You
know
don't
when
know.
Miss
you sit
You
Sylvia,
in that
can't
talk
say
about
room.
that.
girdles.
You
Hold
can't
on
say.
for a minute, Sean.
No,
When you're sitting
Miss
in that
Sylvia,
room 15 minutes by yourself,
Miss Silver, you can't say that about Cole because you don't know his business model or anything else like that. You can't say he's doing something illegal. That's not right. Now you can say that's not what you would do, but you can't say he's doing something illegal. Now that's not right. Now come on, now we're not going to do that. That's ridiculous. You don't know what he does and what he doesn't
we'll
do.
say workplace practice. We'll use that word since you don't like the other word. So let me ask everybody on this panel that's been to the doctor. Have you not sit in that room 5 and 10, 15 minutes by yourself?
Yes, yes.
You paid for that.
Okay.
That's illegal.
Is it like a
Because you
lawyer?
don't pay
Is it like
if
a
you
lawyer
call
with
your,
his?
and if you want to test what I'm telling you, call your insurance company the next time you go to the doctor and tell the insurance company that I only was with my doctor for 4 minutes. They came in the room. I sat back there by myself. The nurse weighed me, asked me a few questions. First, I was in the lobby 30 minutes. Then the nurse came and got me, weighed me, made me pee in the little cup. Then I went back in the room and I was back there 20
Okay.
minutes.
All
The
right, Miss
doctor came
Sylvia.
in and in 2 minutes
Miss
he was
Sylvia.
out.
Miss
They will
Sylvia.
stop
Miss
that
Sylvia.
payment.
Is there a question?
I'm trying to educate you on something.
I don't want to be educated. I
Well,
want
you
you
ought
to
to be
answer
You
the
when
always
people
say
like
question.
that about everything.
Oh
when
my
Kobe can
God.
come on here and tell you that his business model is that people have less
Damn, Miss
people have
Sylvia.
insurance so
Miss
they can get
Sylvia.
paid more.
Please stop talking. Okay. Let's go ahead and get Tony in here. Tony, what say you, sir?
So I wanted to just respond to some of the stuff
Jeez.
addressing,
Louise.
Kobe's decision to run his business the way he does. But just Sylvia, just so you know, some of the tests those doctors run, you gotta wait a bit before they run the test. They need your blood pressure to normalize your oxygen level. They can't just start running tests on you as soon as you get in there. They need you to sit and settle for a bit before they do some of those tests. So they shouldn't have you waiting too long, but they need to have you wait a couple minutes before they do those tests. But for everyone on the panel, right? While Kobe is free to run his business the way he wants to maximize his profits, none of us that aren't involved in that business should be advocating for profit healthcare because it will not give us as healthcare patients the outcomes we want. If any one of us gets sick, we don't want a doctor who's incentivized to make money off us. Because what that will result in is the doctor not helping us fix whatever's wrong with us. He's incentivized to keep us as a patient, visiting him as much as possible, signing up for prescriptions that he gets kickbacks on so he makes more money off of us. For doctors or healthcare providers that are for-profit driven do not help their patients in the long run. They end up harming them, right? And so while Kobe is free to run his business in a free market, if his doctors aren't servicing his patients right, other people will notice that and not go to his healthcare facilities because they actually want their problem solved. They don't want to just be stuck seeing a doctor their whole life for no reason, right? Or getting worse off. Like I know a lot of us have had experiences where we know someone who's had conditions. The doctor tells them to do all these things and it never fixes it. They just keep trying different things until they go to see a different doctor that happens to actually address the issue. They might run a test that the other doctors never ran, right? And so, we could, Kobe doesn't probably care about our opinions on this, but we have no benefit to advocating what he's doing. It won't help any of us.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Cole, would you like to respond or I can go to somebody else?
No, I agree with what he's saying. I mean, I basically, like I said before, if it doesn't benefit you, great. If it does, great. In my like for me, it benefits me. But people think that like if I have whatever it could be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 employees. At the end of the day, they're seeing the benefit as well. So they come to work. They don't come to work for free. They have families. They have children that they take care of. They have bills that they pay. So they depend on it also. So there's always somebody who has a free opinion. I understand that. But at the end of the day, it's a business, right? And it provides a living for myself and other people who depend on it as well.
Got it. Kanji.
Hi, everyone. Well, I agree with Tony and I agree with Sylvia and certain, I agree with Kobe as well. But one thing Sylvia said is correct. If you go in there and you're in there for 15 minutes and they bill you for 30 minutes, it's fraud. All it takes is one patient or two or three patients to complain on you, and then they're in your business and you're probably going to lose it. I see it every day. So I do agree with both of them. I just wanted to say that much. I don't really have much to say. I'm listening until it's something I'm interested in.
All right, cool. Dr. Shay. I guess our phone. DeLuca. Oh wait, no, Tanji's, because I think I did skip over you.
Yeah. Um. With what he's saying, it's unfortunate that the healthcare field is like it is, but nobody goes to the doctor to get well, and they're not getting you well. They're putting a band-aid on what you got going on. And they make it to where you are coming back, every 2 weeks, every 6 weeks, every 3 months, but you're not getting well. So it's all a money making business, just like this US of A is a corporation. So it's a money making thing. And we just got to accept it. That's the way it is. So nobody is working for free. They're getting paid. They took an oath. Yes, they did, but they're going to get paid and they're not going to do it for free. So that's all I got to say.
All right, DeLuca.
How you doing, my man?
How you been?
Good, yourself?
Good, man. Good to see you again. Don't be a stranger next time.
No, I would. I just got back from Italy. I
Oh
was gone.
yeah, on
Yeah.
vacation?
No, most of my family's over there, so went back for a couple weeks and just chilled out a little bit and hung out and just got back. When was it? Tuesday night.
All right, congratulations. How long you over there? 2 weeks, you said?
Just over 2 weeks. Yeah.
Good. All right, fantastic. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Uh, I really don't have much to say about this topic. I saw your backdrop there, and that's kind of what triggered me
Go
to
ahead. Let's go ahead and speak on it. I think we kind of exhausted the healthcare thing. So go ahead and speak on Trump and the case down. If you want to talk about the classified case that has been postponed, if you want to talk about the hush money case, if you think that they're doing a good job, the prosecutor or defense is doing a good job, whatever angle you want to go at, go ahead and do it.
I think what we're seeing. I'll start first with the hush money case. Is that well? Actually, on both. Once now they're starting to peel back this onion. We're starting to see all the foul ups. We're starting to see how this thing was basically they stacked the deck against Trump. In regards to the hush money case, we all know that the judge has donated to the Biden campaign. We all know that the judge's daughter is currently working for the DNC, being paid millions of
Stop right
dollars.
there for a second. With that being said, should Cannon recuse herself since she was appointed by Trump?
Um, if they can
Uh-oh.
prove that she actively campaigned for Trump, donated to Trump prior to her appointment or during her appointment, absolutely.
So the $15, because I think it's $15 that the judge in New York donated to a Democratic National Party, that tells you that he's biased.
No, I think he donated more to the more money than that to the Biden campaign.
The last time when I looked at it, but I could be, I'm not
Well,
infallible.
you know me. I'll look it up as we talk. Um, but what we're finding out, looking at the Stormy Daniels testimony, it had absolutely nothing to
So I,
do.
I think what I'm saying, can a Democrat be impartial in a case with a prominent Republican like Donald Trump?
Under these conditions, I don't think so.
What conditions are you speaking of?
Well, this country has serious a serious line has been drawn in the sand, the proverbial sand, with this, with Donald Trump. It's just like the guy could say the sky is blue as can be, and it can be as blue as can be, but they're going to find a way to say no, it's not. It's gray. It's miserable. There's a black cloud, and
Where can he get a fair trial?
it's not going to happen.
Oh, you're saying he can't get a fair trial?
I don't think he's ever going to get a fair trial here anytime soon. Absolutely not. I think things are only going to get worse. They might get a conviction just because the deck has been stacked. You have, like I said, a judge who's doing it.
You wouldn't believe it if he did get convicted.
If what? No. I think if there is a conviction, they're obviously going to appeal it, and I think this whole thing's going to get tossed out in appeals because there's several reasons to toss it out under appeals, and it's just a shame. What most Americans aren't realizing is the bigger picture, and that's how the legal system, the judicial system, is being weaponized against a man of that statute. What I mean by statute, former president, a multi-billionaire, and he has the money to tackle it. But sooner or later, this is going to trickle down to you and me, Denali, and it's going to trickle down to someone that we know or care about. And
so Lolo says so we all should go home and he can continue crime. Cool question mark.
I don't know if that's directed towards
You want
me
me to read another comment? But you're so
Sure,
right.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, DeLuca. Go ahead, DeLuca. You're doing perfect. Thank you. Because we've been trying to scream this all day, especially now the shade on gave the same argument. Thank you. Go ahead, sir. I just want to let you know you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
I'll determine if he's doing a good job or not.
I got a question I want to ask DeLuca. So, DeLuca, Trump can only serve one more term, which would.
You got to stop interrupting, Sylvia. I'm sorry. I got to put some guardrails on you. Otherwise, you'll just continue to go like the Energizer Bunny. We do have some rules here, and I haven't been.
I'm your co-host.
I never agreed to anything about that. What?
So Lucas sound like a lot of biased opinion. I don't know if I take it as anything as fact what he just said.
Then I just got to ask this
Really? You don't feel the trickling down effect that he's speaking on?
DeLuca.
Like anybody else?
Not at all.
All right, listen.
With Trump supporters, I got a simple question.
We're gonna give it back to
Miss
DeLuca.
Sylvia. You gotta stop talking. DeLuca, you gotta stop, please. DeLuca, go ahead and finish, sir.
Thank you. So back to the hush money case. We have a judge. Who's donated to the Biden campaign. His daughter is actively working for the DNC, making millions of dollars for the DNC, being paid millions of dollars. The charge is an expired charge that is at best a misdemeanor. And what they're claiming is that he should have paid this money not out of his personal business account, but out of campaign funds. He should have used campaign money to pay his attorney fee, which is just flat out ridiculous, because if he would have paid from his campaign fund, then they would have went after him for campaign violations. And we still don't know today, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks into this trial, we still don't know what the felony charge is. That's crazy. Imagine being charged with something, going to court, and not knowing what you're being charged with.
Can I ask him a question? Because I'm getting a
How much of this we gonna let fly? Because
Hang
all
on
of
a
this is
second.
wrong.
Everybody quiet. Now, it says here, based on the BBC, that Judge Marchand donated $35 to Democrats during the 2020 election. DeLuca?
Yes, sir.
35 bucks.
To whose election?
What he donated to Biden
It says
campaign.
he donated a total of $35 to Democrats during the 2020 election.
Sound like lunch money.
35 bucks. That's what he said.
So, or it's, I guess
One
the more
second.
money, one donates, I don't understand. A donation to me is a donation. That's like saying I'm a little pregnant. You're either pregnant or
I'm
not
not.
pregnant.
I guess my point is: are we not trusting the justice system for them to be impartial?
No, I don't think I don't think judges should be making any donations.
Okay, so should a person who appointed a judge should she be able to should she be able to preside over his case?
If we're going to if you're going to ask that question, Denali, then that means there's probably never going to be a
Well,
sitting.
you made the claim that he donated money.
Oh
You made
my
the claim, so
goodness.
you want to put Miss Sylvia. You made the claim that his daughter works for this and making money, so that makes him that makes him he can't be impartial, right?
That's correct.
You're gonna put the actions of the child on the parent.
No, I just
No,
don't
what do you
know.
mean no?
I
That's
don't
his
know how.
daughter.
I don't know how a judge can be impartial when the livelihood of his daughter is placated on whether or not he's able to move forward with a trial or better yet a conviction
So
on
then
that.
the person that appointed the judge in Florida, doesn't her livelihood what didn't she make that livelihood because he appointed her to be to be a judge?
No, she
No.
Denali, you're conflating the two. I'd be happy to talk
Oh,
about the Florida case, but
can I
there
I
ask
don't
my
care about the
question
Florida
right
case.
quick?
I'm talking about the
I
fact you're saying that a judge can't be impartial.
no the, it, when you have donated to a campaign
Yeah.
and your family member, a direct descendant of yours, is making millions
Do you
of
not think
dollars.
that she feels a little beholden to Trump since he appointed her?
No,
No, why no?
no,
No.
because
Ask
be,
my question.
No,
no,
Miss Silver,
because
you can't.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, Denali, is because the difference is right now, what we're seeing is the way that this trial has been ran. It is obvious. It is obvious that there's an issue in that court, and it starts with that judge. That judge has allowed several things to come into play, that should not come into play. The gag order. That gag order is a bunch of BS. Allow,
Okay, all right, let's
allow.
do it. Is Trump's voice, does he have a very influential voice?
I'm sorry.
Does Trump have a very influential voice?
Sure, he has a following.
Okay, great. Is his speech equal to mine?
As far I don't understand that question.
Meaning he can if he made me a target and said that Mr. Denali is da 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 da, what my I have to get security
Okay,
because
so
of
could
his
he say
following?
something? Could he say? I guess what you're asking is, could he say something to directly harm or threaten you?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay.
Because he has a
So
following,
right. So is
there
his
could
speech
be
equal to mine?
a fringe element of someone out
Could
there.
be. Didn't you see January 6th?
Yeah.
So what do you mean could be?
Uh, January 6th, he did no way, shape, or form tell people to act and go that to extreme to what they
What
did.
extreme did he tell him to go to?
He said, "Be patriots."
What do you think that meant to the people?
It depends on what how somebody wants to dissect those words, what it meant to them.
Mhm.
But he also did want to prepare for that day, and he was turned down. He also did send out tweets saying, go in peace. I mean,
Well, he said that 3 hours later after
no,
it.
no.
I,
He
can
he
I
said,
ask Delusa a question? I just can't take any more of these blatant out refusing to fake facts. I just got one quick question. If Trump gets in and gets his second term, because that's as much as he can serve, are you all going to be happy
Oh,
when
if
that
we,
term is over? Or are you
if
going to demand that he needs to stay
heard,
in? That's all I need
we've
to know.
heard the question like 3,000 times already,
Well,
Miss
I
Silver.
need him to answer it.
It's the same question. Jesus Christ.
ma'am, if Trump is reelected as president of the United States of America, I think you will be utterly surprised what's going to happen. And I
I
mean
just
that in a
asked you a question.
I mean that
Are
in a
you all
positive way.
are you guys comfortable with him just serving his 4 years and sitting his ass down? Yes or no?
Well, according to our Constitution, he can only be president for 4 more years.
So you can't answer the question.
He
No,
didn't answer the question.
I answered your question, ma'am.
Question is, do you think he's going to leave?
Yes, absolutely.
No, I didn't ask it because I know he's not going to leave, but I want to know what his
Ma'am, do you
supporters
have a
are
Did
crystal
going
he
to
tell you
ball?
he's
do.
not going to leave, Sylvia?
He
Wait, so
told
no,
us
no,
he's not
no,
going to
no,
leave. He
no.
said
Can I
he's
They've
going to
can I
be
already
a
ask Sylvia a
dictator
listen.
on
question?
day
People,
one.
Denali, can
people
I ask Sylvia a
affiliated with
question?
his campaign are saying they're trying to change term limits.
All
No,
right,
they're
okay,
not.
all right, everybody, listen. It's
They're trying to
7:06.
change it.
Hang on one
They said it
second.
out their mouth.
Give me a second. It's 7:06. 7:06. We went this. This is our second overtime. We went from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. Each overtime is an
That's right,
hour and a half.
Kobe. With
Would
your
you guys
rich
like to
ass.
go? I'm asking the question. And Hunter Girl Rhea, if you're in the
Kobe
comments,
is
can you tell me?
rich off the sick.
Miss Sylvia, can you please stop? Okay, so
Mr.
goodness.
Denali, can I ask a question?
Not right now, DeLuca.
Okay.
We'll get back to
All
you.
right.
1
All
second.
right.
No, I
If you
don't, Lolo. I don't get to push against nobody else's vote if I don't vote. I'm talking to the people in the
well, you
comments.
on you're not on mute.
Questions. They're asking me questions, so I'm answering them.
No, not while I'm talking. If you guys want to go into a third overtime, this is how we are 10-0 as a family in the battle. If you guys want to go into a third overtime, we can go into battle. If we win, we will continue to overtime. If we lose, it'll be over. What do you guys want to do?
Is
11.
Kobe gonna play?
We are
Does he
11-0.
understand?
We,
Does he understand how it
we are
works now?
we are 11-0, and this would make us 12-0. Do you guys want to go into a third overtime, which would take us to the 8:30 hour? What say you? Miss Hunter Gurriel, check the comments. Let's find out what we're doing.
But while y'all checking comments,
Miss Silver, what say you?
I don't care.
What say you, Miss Silver? Don't be Switzerland. Make a decision.
Every time we go, don't I play? So if they vote,
Listen, I don't want to make any assumptions. Kobe, what say you?
if they vote, I'm going into the first quarter of the Celtics
You
game.
know, Kobe ain't giving nobody no money unless they work for him.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, because rich people like Kobe is cheap.
I'll send the money. I'm going into the. I didn't even know about it. I don't care about that.
Yeah, because he's they're cheap.
Okay, what are we doing? We going in overtime or not?
No, Kobe is going to play to watch the Celtics play.
I'm gonna send. I'm gonna send you a donation, Mr.Denali, just for Miss Sylvia to stop talking.
Are you paying to mute Miss Sylvia? All right.
Make it worth.
We got 95. We got 100. We got 118 people in the room.
So we don't need to go to no battle. We got too many people. We'll lose them on the battle.
No, well, then I'm stopping. I've been up here since Miss Sylvia. Stop it. All right, so we're going into battle in overtime. You guys know how it works. It'll be an hour and a half overtime for that. So everybody drop out, and then we're gonna go into the battle. Okay?
Oh, shit.
Before I drop, I'll just say Trump is putting Russia first before America first.
He sure is. Tony Mac.
To the comments.
I
Thank
like
you.
you,
I like
Tony
you
Mac.
too.
That's a ridiculous statement.
Is what it is.
Yeah,
Luke, are you coming in the battle with
it's
us?
misinformation.
Brother, I have no idea what's
He's
going on
he's
here.
the king of telling us
Do
we say
you know how to gift to
misinformation.
Luca?
I've never gifted. I don't have anything to
Didn't you
gift.
give me lights one time?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Do you see that box on the bottom of the page?
Which one?
The little pink box with the bow on it?
Yeah.
That is how you gift. So I'm going to go into battle, and when we start the battle, the person who gets the most gifts wins the battle. And then we are 11-0 right now. We are trying to go into 12-0.
All right. So what do you need me to do?
I need you to gift.
You need me to drop out?
Yeah, I'm going to drop you down. Stay in the comments, and then the
All right.
gift is going to come up. I mean, the battle is going to come up, and then you go ahead and do what you do. You go
All
ahead and
right.
start gifting. Hold on. All right, okay, I'll do that, Hunter Girl. All right, we're going into battle. We're trying to go 12-0. We are 11-0. We need to go 12-0, and I need the team to help us do it. And we're going to go into overtime. Let's do it. They don't know who they're messing with. This is Mr.Denali and family. Let's see. Hey, how you doing?
Hola, hello.
Hola. What part of the world are you in?
What?
What part of the world are you in?
You no speak English.
Okay, all right, never mind. All right, let's do it. You ready?
Ok, vamos a una batallita ahí.
Let's go! All right, let's see what we got. How you doing? All right, let's start with some lightning bolts. Let's start with some hearts. Let's start with the rose. Thank you, Miss Sylvia. Thank you. Go ahead, MCM with the roses. Fantastic. Oh, look, Bernie Dog is in here. Tony Mac is in here. Thank you for the roses. Appreciate. Let's go. We up on the battle here. Miss Sylvia, thank you so much. Love the roses. They smell so good.
Ay,
Thank
no
you,
nos
Miss
está
Nicole.
dando
Miss Nicole.
pelas aquí este.
Thank you to Sweetie. Thank you so much. Let's
Vamos,
go, Miss Sylvia.
vamos,
Come in, Miss Sylvia. Too Sweetie. Fantastic.
compartir a Manny.
Love the roses.
Vamos. Gracias,
Let's go. Let's run it out. Can we get some hats?
Sí, podemos.
Ride them, cowboy. Let's do it. We can do it. We 11-0. Trying to get to 12-0. Let's not lose.
Ojalá venga Manny y me pueda salvar aquí.
Let's not lose.
Si no vamos a perder una lástima aquí.
Let's go. All right. Thank you, Miss Sylvia. Thank you. Big T coming in. Big T's in the house. Thank you. Appreciate it. Kind G's in the house. Awesome. Big
Saludos,
T
Flaquito. Todos den tap tap.
Sylvia's in the house. Big T coming in. Tony Mac is in the house. Tony Mac, go ahead. Tony Mac. Sylvia's coming in strong. Miss Caroline's made an appearance. Miss Caroline, go down there. Thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate the hearts. Thank you so much. Let's go. Miss Nicole's in the house. Let's go.
Vamos, chiquititos, todos tap. Donitas y rositas, chiquititos, donitas y rositas. Donitas y rositas, babies, vamos. Ganémosle esta. Por favor, ganémosle.
Fantastic. Keep it up.
Todos den tap.
Let's go. We got a very Let's do it. Birdie Dogs in the house coming in with the roses. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Hunter Girl Real coming in with the roses. Let's do it. Nicole's in the house. Let's do it. Ice cream. I love ice cream. So good. Ice cream.
Ahí se vienen los triples, chiquititos. Por favor, apóyenme los triples.
Let's do it.
300 puntos piden 3 sombreros.
Yes, let's do it.
Vamos, Luchi. 3 sombreros. Hola, John, gracias.
Let's do it.
Armando lanza 3 sombreros. 3 sombreros, son 3 sombreros. 3 sombreros, chiquititos. 3 sombreros, son sombreritos.
Let's do it. Slow down.
Tu bolsita, gracias. Sombreros, gracias, exclusivo. Gracias. Son sombreros, chiquititos. Iván, gracias. 2 sombreros más y completamos. 2 sombreros más. Gracias, John. Gracias. Uno más y completamos. Un sombrero más, alguien. Un sombrero más. Gracias, exclusivo,
Oh
gracias. Un
wow, look
sombrero
at
más
that.
chiquititos, un
Love, love
sombrero
it,
más.
love it, love it. Ice cream.
Alguien
Who
un
still
sombrero más,
scream
un
for ice
sombrero, un
cream? I
sombrero, un
love ice
sombrero.
cream.
Alguien un
Let's get
sombrero
some
más
donuts. Let's
chiquititos
get
antes que
some
se vaya.
perfume. Let's do it.
Gracias,
Let's
Epa, la
do it.
crema. Ahora
Let's
sí que
do it.
vengan
Let's do
los
it. Let's
triples
do it.
ahí
Let's do
en
it.
los triples, esperen
Let's
los
put a
triples.
spell on her with the
Gracias,
whip.
Luchín, gracias. Ya ves que sí sirves para
Let's
tirar
go.
una
Let's go.
rosita
Let's
al sol.
go. Let's go. Let's
Gracias,
go. Let's
Iván,
go. Let's go. Let's
gracias.
go. All
Esperen
right.
los
Let's do
triples, en
it.
los triples
Ah,
tenemos que
look at that
aprovechar y
orange. Crunch,
ganar
crunch, 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 crunch. All right.
al
Orange.
negrito
Good
visionero.
vitamin C right there. Good stuff.
Vamos, vamos,
Birdie
chicos,
dogs in the house
vamos,
with the
vamos.
roses.
En los triples,
Birdie dogs in the
aprovechen
house
los
with
triples,
the Laurie's
aprovechen
in the
los
house.
triples.
Thank you for the hand
Vamos,
heart. I love the
chiquititos,
hand heart. Thank you. I
aprovechen los
love it, love it,
triples,
love it,
por
love it.
favor. Vamos,
Deadpool made
vamos,
an
vamos.
appearance.
Gracias,
Deadpool with
Vamos,
the
vamos.
lightning
Los
bolt.
triples,
Thank
en
you
los
so
triples,
much,
en los
Mr.
triples, en los
Deadpool.
triples. Vamos, vamos,
Fantastic,
vamos, en
Mr.
los triples,
Deadpool.
por favor, en los triples.
Get out of here.
Vamos,
Mr.
vamos, vamos.
Deadpool came
¿Cómo que
in
no
with
puedo?
the.
Vamos, chicos,
Let's
en los
do it. Hearts, heart.
triples,
Love
por
it. Love
favor.
the love, love,
Una
love,
pistolita, con
love.
eso ya le igualamos.
Can I get a corgi? Can I get a
Vamos,
cowboy hat? Let's do it.
vamos
Let's do
a los
it.
triples, como que los
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go,
Vas
go,
a ver
speed
si ya,
on.
ya, ya. Vamos,
What?
vamos, chiquititos, vamos, vamos. Un sombrerito cada uno antes que se vayan los triples, antes que se vayan los triples, antes que se vayan
5
los
times
triples.
gifting points. Come on. Yeah.
Ha sido fuertísimo.
Boy. Let's do it. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, what is that? Oh, feeling good. Oh, there's the money gun. There's the money
Vamos,
gun.
vamos, chiquititos, vamos, 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 vamos.
Brace it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on, let's go. Let's go. We
Gracias,
got
Luchín,
30
por tu
seconds.
rosita. Gracias,
Oh,
gracias,
we got
gracias,
a cowboy.
gracias, gracias.
Run
Escuchemos
from
que está
cowboy. Let's do it.
hablando.
Ice cream by lightning bolts. Come on, guys. Come on. We got the orange. Let's go. Let's bury this. Let's bury it. These are going to
No
go
me
12
duele la
and out.
cabeza, no sé
12 and out.
dolor de cabeza.
Let's
Vamos
do
a
it. Thank you so
perder
much,
una
Big T.
lástima. Nos
The 100 girls coming in with the
Mira, y
roses.
la última
Lolo
es como
is in
primera.
the building.
No entendí,
Lolo's in the
Mauricio.
building.
Gracias, Mauricio.
I think that's it. We won again, 12 and 0. Yes.
Ya nos ganó ya.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Miss Caroline, Mr. Birdie Dog, Mrs. Lolo, Big T, Tony Mac,
Corazón verde para que
Miss
se vaya el
Sylvia,
postre.
Mr. Rowe came in there, MCM came in there as well. Wow. Hunter Girl Rhea, Deadpool, Lori. Oh, my goodness. I cannot thank you guys enough. That was fantastic. Thank you so much. See you next time. We're out. Denali is 12 and 0. Congratulations, team. We did it, and we did it as a team. Let's do it. Fantastic. Love you guys. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. That's right. That's how we do it. We came, we saw, we conquered.
Yeah, that woman didn't stand a chance. That's terrible.
What's that?
She didn't stand a chance.
This completed my bank account.
We saw, we conquered. Okay, our names are ringing out. If you come for the king, you best not miss. All right, Dr. Shay's in the house. Let's see who else. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. Kind G, love it, love it, love it, love it. My throat might not love it, but I do.
Crazy ain't in here now.
Who's that?
Whoever you had up on this panel.
You up on the
MAGA.
panel, weren't you?
Oh no. Yeah,
you up on the panel?
everything DeLuca said was wrong though. He was talking crazy.
Oh my
He
God.
was
I was sad
absolutely
as
correct. Y'all just
Wait, but
mishandled
come
the
on,
truth.
let's be
Was a
honest. Like
nut.
he was, yo.
I just can't believe they really believe something.
Oh,
the
here
stuff
he
that
is.
comes
He's
out of their
back.
mouth. Ooh,
My
let him
goodness.
talk, Jesus.
Yeah, he's back. Oh,
And we can't believe y'all believe
So,
what y'all
Luca.
believe. So
But we
we're
come with
even.
facts. Y'all come with feelings and opinions.
Mr. Denali,
It's
can I ask
different.
No, there's no feelings.
the look.
What's your question, DeLuca?
I want to put a hypothetical to your panel here and see what their thoughts and feelings are.
Let's
And that way we can kind of like expose the meaning of lawfare.
What? The meaning of welfare?
Lawfare.
Lawfare. Weaponizing our judicial
Aren't you a
system.
judge, DeLuca?
So
He's
let me
not.
ask this question.
He ain't
Aren't
no
you a
judge.
judge?
I
No,
can't
he works
say.
on cars.
No, I don't work on cars.
DeLuca, if
No,
he's a
I
judge,
think he's a
I
judge.
fear for the people he
DeLuca is
presides
not a
over.
judge. Not with the way he's
DeLuca, aren't
talking.
you a judge somewhere here in the United States?
I
I
know.
can't
What you gonna
say,
do
I
with all
can't
that
No,
confirm
he
or
money?
is
deny.
not a judge.
You
I
just gonna
will
keep
say
it
this.
rolling?
I
I
will
don't
say
Are
believe
you a
this.
it, man.
bartender?
That is
Are you a
lawless.
bartender?
No. I serve
I'm saying,
the
are you a
people.
bartender, DeLuca?
No,
Okay.
no.
Are you a
However,
police officer, DeLuca?
no.
Are you a senator?
I served the people.
Mm.
You're a bailiff? You're a bailiff?
No, no. I
He's
was
an
never,
Italian.
I was not appointed. I was not appointed to anything.
You were
How-
elected? Are you an elected or
However,
you an
I have
elected official?
served the people. So
So
my question,
military, are
Oh,
you
you are? Oh,
military?
wait. He said he serves the people. He is a bartender.
no, sir.
He's a talent show judge.
However, I do make a mean Manhattan. I digress. Anyway, my question is,
You can battle with you. You can talk to Tony. Tony's gonna take you to task right now. Go ahead.
well, there's Tony, and then there's that other Sylvia, I believe.
Miss Sylvia to you,
Miss
Mr.
Sylvia.
DeLuca.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I apologize. How would you feel, if Donald Trump was president and he sent the FBI to go to Joe Biden's home and stage a bunch of photos over documents to make it look as bad as possible, to make it seem something that it was not? Would that be okay with you? Would you be upset if Donald Trump did something like that?
So your question is implying that Joe Biden directed the FBI to break the law and plant evidence in Donald Trump's home.
Well, wait a minute. Is he not in charge of the DOJ?
No,
He's not.
no,
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Who was that? That's
no.
somebody screaming at you.
No, director of the FBI is Christopher Wray. The head of the DOJ is Merrick Garland.
Right.
And they
he's
have
in
both
charge-
been on the record in saying that they were not influenced at all by Joe Biden, right? So you're
didn't
claiming
they
to know
say it?
something
However,
that
now what we're finding out is that the photos were staged.
staged in what way? How were they
To make it
staged?
look to make it look a lot worse than what it actually was.
But
How could they
DeLuca,
look
Trump
worse?
admits to having all of those documents in his house. So what's your point?
No, ma'am. He does not admit to having.
Yes, he does. He
Hold
just
on
says
just a
he
minute here.
declassified them. He doesn't deny that the documents weren't there. He just says they were declassified and he had a right to have them there.
Ma'am.
So why are you trying
Right,
to make
Sylvia.
like he didn't have
So are you
documents?
disagreeing what's came out in reports in the last week and a half? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm sitting in my living room in Italy watching Italian news, and this is what they're reporting over there.
They
So,
had
Luca, the documents
American
case
They're
has
reporting
not
over
even
Italy,
started
and
yet, so
you're
there could be no
folks-
new information. Everything
right.
that's come out is opinion and speculation. There's
It's-
no new evidence.
It's so
The trial hasn't
speculative-
started.
It's so speculative that the judge says, "Now wait a minute, we need to put a time out here, and we need to figure all this out."
DeLuca,
because at
That's
the
not
times-
why.
judge,
No, that's not why at all.
The judge was
said too many
appointed by
things don't
Trump.
add up.
The judge
there's
was
too many
appointed by
irregular-
Trump. That
I'm sorry,
judge
ma'am?
was appointed by Trump, who delayed the case. Do you
So
understand?
that's the
And
issue.
you
now?
don't,
She was
and you don't.
appointed
But
by
no, but
Trump?
see, the deal is, this is why I can't have a conversation with you and people who think like you. You don't
I
have
have a question
you don't
next.
have any problem with a judge who was appointed to her judgeship by this man presiding over her case, but you got a problem because the judge that's giving him a slap on the wrist in New York, who gave a $35 donation, is presiding over the trial, and that damn judge is going as easy as you possibly can go on Trump. Because if I'd been the judge, Trump ass would be in jail. I wouldn't have
course
gave
he
a damn
would.
if he was
Of
the
course he would.
previous
Man, do you
president,
know how that
current
judge was selected in
president,
New York?
or whatever president. He'd
Do you
be
know
in
how the
jail.
judge was selected in New York?
It doesn't matter because anybody
doesn't
who would
matter?
have done
Do you
what Trump
understand
is
how
out-
judges are selected
if
per
Obama
cases?
has done the things in which Trump is being accused of, what would you have said there?
Well, if we're going to use that standard, then charge Obama with murder. Excuse me,
Who
Your
did
Honor, I did
Whoa!
that.
What are
who
you
did who did
talking about?
Obama unalive?
Really,
Who did
drone attack
Obama
on
unalive?
American civilian,
Who did Obama unalive?
American civilian.
You're gonna
What
get
what
flagged, DeLuca,
what
for
American
misinformation, sir.
civilian did he
Really,
unalive?
ma'am,
You're gonna get
that's
flagged for
opening up a whole new
misinformation,
can of
sir. You
worms.
can't
What
say
But
that.
American civilian did he
I would
unalive?
challenge you to look into that,
I don't challenge me to look into nothing. You said some, so what's your
ma'am.
proof?
Are you aware of how judges are selected
Listen, are
for
you
cases?
aware of who Obama unalived? I need
All
to
right,
know
hang
what
on
the
one
name
second,
is.
Miss Sylvia. Miss Sylvia Kanji has a question. Kanji, go ahead.
Okay, it's just directed to Mr. DeLuca. Do you feel that Bill Barr was used by Trump? Do you think that Trump used Bill Barr for the same reason you're saying Biden is using the system? Do you think that's a true statement?
No, I'll tell you the difference.
Why do you feel Bill Barr wasn't working directly for Trump?
What was Trump impeached?
They attempted to impeach him, but that's not what I'm
No,
asking you.
no, they
Bill
did
Barr
impeach
came.
him. He did impeach him.
Can I finish this real quick? Bill Barr came in and he uh literally closed down the Russia gate or whatever you guys want to call it, knowing that there was evidence that Trump was guilty of that. But you think that Bill Barr was not working on behalf of Donald Trump? Is that what you're telling me? But you're saying this judge who donated $15 is working on behalf of Biden. I'm just trying to make it make sense to me because I'm a little slow. So answer the question truthfully, not with feelings. Just truthfully answer that question, sir.
Ma'am, one, you're speaking out of turn. You don't know if it was in fact what you're claiming. Two,
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that.
the whole
Thank you for
Russian
that answer. No, no,
collusion.
no. You have spoken, sir. I asked you a
Let him
question. Answer it.
finish.
No, you let me finish. I've
Who
been
said
waiting.
that?
Let me finish.
Oh,
Karen Land or whoever
okay,
she
all
is.
right,
Aaron Land.
all right,
Tony or
okay.
Bertie, do you think that Bill Barr was working on behalf of Trump's on behalf
Oh
of
yes.
Absolutely.
All
Can you
right.
Trump
give
made
me a
several
reason
public
why?
statements on Twitter. He made it publicly known. He would speak out and direct Department of Justice to do certain things. We all saw it.
So much. He had so much control of the DOJ. Let me tell you that he locked Hillary Clinton up, right?
No, because
See,
guess what? After the investigation, they couldn't find
your
any
arguments
evidence
don't hold water. You don't
because
hold
they could never
water.
find
And let
evidence to
me tell
lock
you, you know
Hillary
what you
Clinton
become
up.
a victim of? You know what you become
DeLuca,
victims of?
DeLuca, hold on. Let's address your claim. Did the Department of Justice investigate Hillary Clinton?
The FBI, yeah.
Okay. Did Trump call for that investigation?
No.
He
Yes.
didn't.
The
No.
whole
He
world
didn't.
called for the
No.
investigation.
Lock her up. Yes, he
No.
No.
did.
Just
Well,
because he
listen. The
says
whole
lock
world
her
doesn't
up
influence
doesn't
the
mean that
Department
he
of
called
Justice,
for it.
right? But Trump publicly called for the investigation. They did the investigation, and they found no crime
No,
while
they
Trump
did.
was
They
in
did.
office.
No, they did.
What
They
crime
did.
did
They
they
just didn't
find?
indict her. You know, had they used
Wait.
the
Okay.
Donald
So
Trump
if she
rule,
is not indicted, then that means there was no crime.
had they used the
Means they
Donald
don't have
Trump rule,
evidence to prove intent.
had
She
Exactly.
they
didn't even
used the
have to go
Donald
to
Trump
court
rule,
because there
she
was
would
no
have been
evidence.
indicted.
But that is why Trump is in court because there is evidence that he has created some fallacy. Whatever you guys agree with Biden is
Hold on.
not sending them after him. He
I
is
want to
not
hear
sending
Yeah.
them
The
the.
only
I
after
want
reason
to.
why
him.
Trump is in the situation he's in is because his own actions. Nobody
Exactly.
else.
I want to ask a
Because he's
question.
running for reelection.
Okay. Hang
Yeah.
on one second. Let Miss Natasha go ahead and ask her question.
I forget because like I'm two glasses of wine in. Before Bill Barr, who was the DOJ's head person?
Was
Uh,
it Jeff
Jeff
Sessions or was
Sessions. It was
somebody
Jeff
Jeff
Sessions
recently?
The
Jeffrey
guy that Trump
it
Beauregard
fired.
was Jeff Sessions.
from Alabama.
Yeah, yeah, Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
And he
then
stepped down because he
what did
knew some
Donald
Miss
things.
Trump call
Kainji,
him?
Miss Kainji,
The
let Miss
beleaguered,
Natasha finish.
the beleaguered when he humiliated him and sent him out of office. Didn't he call him beleaguered? Remember that?
Yes,
Yeah.
he
Because
did.
he recused himself immediately.
Okay,
Right.
but what did he why do you think Donald Trump called him beleaguered?
Because he was a
Because he
coward.
wouldn't do what he wanted.
No, because he was a
Exactly.
coward
He
and
wouldn't
recused
do what
himself.
Donald Trump wanted him to do.
Right, right,
He
right,
was a
right.
coward and he
What did
recused
what did
himself when
what
he didn't have to.
what did Donald Trump want him to do?
Investigate.
Investigate Hillary Clinton.
Prosecute Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
To investigate.
Is that why he called him?
If there is a hint of wrongdoing, should we not investigate?
They
Right, but I'm
did.
asking.
I'm
I'm
asking,
asking.
should we not investigate or should we just sweep it
Yeah,
under the rug?
We
Well,
yeah.
should
they did
investigate.
They
investigate. They
did.
investigated and they found
No,
nothing.
no, they didn't. What they found is that there was intentional wrongdoing. That she did have over 30,000 emails sent to a private server that was
You
stashed in
need
her
to provide
cabinet.
evidence of that.
Are we
Can I
still
can
are
Wow,
we
I
still
really?
finish
talking
my
about
point?
are we still talking about Hillary?
Well,
Well,
Yes.
I
golly, they're
well I
bringing
was
it
That
up.
trying to
right.
make a point, but I told y'all I don't believe in talking over people.
Can we
I
let
was
Miss Natasha
asking
make her
What?
point, please, before everybody jumps in? Just relax. Let's
Where there's a
bring the
point,
room
was there a
down.
point after
Let,
why did she fire him? Why did he
let's bring
fire
the
him?
room down and let's see what where Natasha is going after the Jeffrey Sessions was fired by Trump. Go ahead, Miss
she
Natasha.
was fired by. I was asking, did anybody know why Jeffrey Sessions was fired by Trump? What did he do to make Trump mad?
Because he didn't do what he
He
wanted to
just,
do, I think.
yeah.
And what was that, Mr. Birdie Dog? Because you seem to
He
know
didn't want him to recuse himself, and he wanted
from.
him to bring charges against Hillary Clinton.
Right.
And he wants the right to
And he
investigate
wouldn't do it.
too,
He
I
wouldn't do it,
believe.
just like he did with,
Bill Barr, guys.
the vice president. He
Not the certified election.
Pence didn't want him. Didn't want to stop the certification. So
Yeah, you guys
he
got to
gets
go
mad
back.
at him.
You guys got to go back and look at some things before you are up here arguing points about Hillary Clinton. And anybody who looks at Hillary Clinton and what she did in that foreign country and how those people reached out to her several times, several times, several times. That Stephen guy who was in charge over whatever
Is this
happened.
the
And they,
Benghazi thing you're talking about?
that or any other number of things. Yes, that it would any number of things. Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody should have looked at her and looked at her hard, and she was not innocent of all of
I
that
don't
stuff.
think they could have looked at her any harder.
Right.
She was not. She was not innocent of all that stuff. Is what I'm
I mean,
saying.
she went in front of Congress
And maybe
for
and
what, 4 hours or something, 4 to 8 hours,
11
Again, I
hours, Birdie
believe
Dog. It
Congress
was
doesn't
11.
have powers to indict.
or 11
It
hours.
was 11 hours. But
Right.
what I'm trying to say is, with all of that, how that people actually lost their life in Benghazi. There was documents that people had sent out, cries for help to this lady when she was the Secretary of State, 29 million times, and she did nothing. And that's a crime. But she did not get indicted. She did not get, and Donald Trump was the next president. She did not get indicted. She did not go to trial. She's not on trial today. She wasn't even bad press because she is some ex something, and there's a code of conduct between them. But somehow Donald Trump doesn't apply for that same code of conduct and these minor things that he's done. What she
What
done
was
is
what was the crime she was
hold on.
guilty of?
What she did was
exactly.
10 times worse. You go back and look at Burisma.
How about derelict of duty? At least let's
Yeah,
start
you go
there.
back and look
Burisma.
at
That
Let's
wasn't
start
you
even.
right
go
That
back.
there.
was
And I'm sorry,
Biden.
not Burisma. I'm so sorry. You go back and look at that trial and Haiti. Go look at that stuff.
Absolutely.
But she didn't
And then you
plead
come up here.
the
So
fifth
I'm telling
not
you,
one
Trump
Well,
ain't
time.
Haiti
nothing,
was
but
the
neither
Clinton
are they.
Foundation. That wasn't even.
Y'all keep with that mess. Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that. I ain't mean to get all feisty and stuff because I'm
And
too
and
glad.
Natasha, what was her famous words?
What do
What
you
were
mean?
her
I'm sorry.
famous words during those judicial hearings?
I don't
What?
know.
Well,
How
this
long
is
Don't
should
ago
be a
was
refresh my
reminder,
memory.
Benghazi?
I
everyone.
don't remember.
Her famous words were, "What does it matter?"
Oh yeah,
And we're
yeah.
talking
She's.
about
I don't like Hillary.
Americans that were
Was
unalived
that a
because of
crime?
her
Was it
No.
a
lack
crime?
of doing
Yes.
anything. What does it
Yes.
But
matter?
but
I'm
she
not
didn't
See,
plead
hearing.
the
I'm
guys.
not
fifth
hearing what
not
the
one
crime was.
time. And Donald Trump even pled the fifth on his name in one trial. She didn't plead the fifth not
All I'm
once, not
saying, guys,
once.
is listen. All I'm saying to you guys is, you are so quick to say about. You are telling me about Hillary and Biden just came on TV just now, 5 seconds ago. I just saw it and said, "Hey guys, let's pay the teachers a raise. It's about time." Brother, you've been in Congress and some form of government for 60 years. Why are they still not making the money?
Not a
Well, he's
shade.
saying it
Just with
now
all
because
due
he's trying to
respect,
buy
Come on.
votes.
not a
Come on.
No.
shade.
You,
But do you
you just
think
said
Biden controls
peddling to people.
the pay of teachers while he was a
I
senator?
believe their policies affect all of that. Yes, I do because Congress makes the law. The
Okay,
president
so
signs
and
off on
Biden
the
was
law.
in
The
control of
Congressman.
all of Congress.
I'm sorry?
And Biden was in control of all of Congress.
No, I'm not saying that he's in control of all of Congress. Listen,
So then
all I'm
why are we
trying to
blaming
say,
him for the failures of the entire U.S.
all
government?
I'm trying to get you to do, Tony, is not be so 10 toes down for both sides. They both suck.
I mean, listen,
Right?
I
But
respect
what
And
it.
it
then
I
you
did
respect
and
it,
then
Trump
but
do something for teachers?
yeah, like
when you increase, when you make the economy better, if it feels better, then yeah, you're doing something for teachers
so
and
you could argue that
firemen.
I,
Trump's
all I,
administration.
like I hear
You
this
could argue
like
that
both
Trump's
sides
administration
thing,
actually
and then
was
all I hear
adversarial
is
to
you
teachers.
complaining about one side.
Yeah, Trump's administration wanted to. They did not get
No,
support
hold
from the
on,
teachers union.
hold
They
on,
specifically
hold on.
attacked teachers.
Tony, you talk a lot and you talk fast, bro. You got to slow it down because
Sorry, I'll
I
slow it
mean,
down.
yes, thank you, baby. I know you are very passionate, and I respect it. And I'm not doubting what you're saying. I'm just saying you're so for Biden and so against Trump, and they're both the same. They're both the same.
But
Here, I'll
I
throw a
mean,
new
so
one at you guys. You know,
And
hold
like
on.
we're
Biden,
Let's
talking
just
Yeah,
about.
stick
they're
to
not the
Natasha,
same.
and then we'll go to you, DeLuca. All
I heard
right, because I don't want to pass over what Natasha said.
right.
Um, so I believe that the Trump administration was more harmful to teachers. Not only did they not advocate for pay, but he specifically put out information to make people think that public school teachers are teaching kids to hate their country. He was behind a whole campaign on saying the teachers that we have now are teaching the kids to be
Indoctrination.
un-American, indoctrination, and saying he actually stood against the teachers union, saying that they were corrupt, like things like So we could say that Biden hasn't done enough to help teachers, but I think Trump elevated attacks on teachers.
Republicans hate teachers unions. I've never heard a Republican say a good thing about a teachers union.
And to Nolly 19, I don't believe the teachers are teaching our kids to hate the country they live in. I think that's an absurd claim to make.
So Trump hate the
The-
teachers. Trump. Okay, so let's get. I want to make sure my list is straight. Now Trump hate the teachers and the teachers unions is what you said.
well, he never
I
said
mean,
anything to support
I mean,
teachers. He
Jill
never
Biden
wants
is
to.
doing like a whole like
Tell
thing.
me
She
one thing.
was a
Tell me
teacher.
no no.
She is
I
a
want you to tell
teacher.
me 5 things Trump did good. And Brady Dog go.
Try
He made
5
me
things that
laugh like
Trump did
every
well.
time he spoke.
Had the president. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 things that Trump did well that you
I
agree with
mean, I
policy.
think I think the first step back was good. I think he did like I think he kind of started the Chips Act like the with the I forget what it was called, like the it was like the first half of the Chips Act or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was eventually passed under Biden. I think that
Mm-hmm.
was good. What else did he do? Oh, the hemp thing that he did was good.
Mm-hmm. Hemp.
Yeah, he legalized the use of hemp and
Mm-hmm.
for farmers, and so they could use it. Hemp's used to like make all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
Um, what else did he do? I mean, those are generally three things.
I said 5. You can't think of 5 things that he did.
Operation Warp Speed.
Yeah, that was good. Yep, Operation Warp Speed. What else did he do? Didn't he? I mean, I was gonna say the Violence Against Women's Act, but that was part of First Step. There has to be. I just can't think of a fifth one.
But
But
you'll acknowledge that there is 5 things. What about you, Tony? Can you give us 5 things that Trump
I'll
did
be
good?
completely honest. I don't want to. I kind of feel like what I would say would make you upset, so I would.
No, I'm
I'll
not
give you
gonna be.
one thing. I'll give you one thing. He had the stock market booming for a bit while he was president.
Oh, that's a new one. So
Um,
you said stock and
yeah,
see
he had the
how if
stock
you
market
really
booming.
right. So you see how if we sit down and really focus on stuff, you can say, oh,
Hmm.
because market booming is a big deal in America, a capitalistic
It is.
And
place.
interest rates were low.
Right. So that's a big deal. So the
Hmm.
next time when somebody is trying to say, hey, this is why, not to be, I like Trump, you will never meet Trump in your life. But maybe that person who lives their life in the stock world, they thought Trump was great.
I bought my
Yeah.
house at 2.7% under Trump.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's why
mean,
you got this. So it's not like, I don't get you understand what I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to say?
I understand. Yes. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he was completely wrong in everything that he did.
I can tell you something good about Joe Biden real quick. The
Can you
State of the
come up with
Union.
5?
Yeah, of course I can. The
Okay.
State of the Union address that he just did, I thought he was going to bomb it. He did exceptionally well for his
No, but what
old
about like
age.
policies though? Like
That
we
was a
came up
good
with
campaign
policies.
speech.
Hmm.
I think that's still a good accomplishment since that's a big criticism of his public speaking. I'll take that as a
His
compliment
public
for him.
speaking was very good that night. He looks like, man, you know what I think they use on Joe Biden, though? Have y'all ever seen those TENS units? If you have like muscle pain or muscle spasm, it's a TENS unit you can put on a muscle and it'll kind of massage your muscle, wake you up a little bit. That's what I think they use on Joe Biden. Because every now and then he'll just, move like he's.
Oh, so that sounded like a
I think
compliment sandwich.
I think he's got
No,
Yeah, I don't
okay,
think that
okay.
was a
It's a
compliment.
backhanded compliment. It's
That
a
was a
I'm
backhanded
sorry,
compliment.
compliment.
sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, sorry.
I
Sorry, sorry,
think
sorry.
Biden has a
Okay,
Because
so
I have some
student
backhanded
loan,
compliments, but I saved them.
student
Biden
loan.
he
He
has a
got rid of
stuffed
the student
devil.
loan, right? He did pass some infrastructure
What's the point of this though? We both answered
because
your question.
I was
What's
getting
the
ready to
point?
answer yours. You said 5 points about Biden, and I was trying to give you the 5 points. The point is when people are up here and they're saying, "Hey, I'm a Republican," or "I'm MAGA," or "I'm this," everybody got a reason. If there is good things about both people, is what I'm saying. Is that
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to get us to look at the good things he does, we can do that. We did not do
but
that. But I
shouldn't it be
think for
all?
us, the bad outweighs the good.
He
But
should have
see,
never said
Yeah.
he
everything you're talking about when we talk about storm. Listen, we talked about the economy. We talked about jobs. We talked about this, that, and the third. All of those were policy driven. Now, when y'all talk about what y'all don't like about Donald Trump, we talking about a porn star that he paid, which is not good. And everybody
That's
else.
not what I don't like
yeah,
about
He's
Donald
saying
that
Trump.
that
that
his property. It ain't
she
nothing about his policy as a president. How much he
It's
paid for his
everything
property.
about his policy as a
in
president.
2018 in
Well,
2018 in January
this.
2018 she signed 2 documents saying that it never happened.
Oh my goodness.
It's
While
true.
my trying
Look
to
it
talk,
up.
I don't do this talking in the evening.
Hey, Denali, getting back to your Trump is guilty stuff, I would challenge everyone on your panel, everyone in your live, to look up the name Robert Maley and what's
Why don't
going
you
on
just
with
tell
him.
us?
Robert
Why does it
Maley,
have to be a riddle?
it's not a riddle because I
So
could
just
say,
tell us.
He's telling you. He just wants you to. He's showing you proof.
He's definitely going to misrepresent
I
whatever
don't
it
want.
is.
I just want to know your claim.
well, my claim is that this individual was in charge of the envoy to Iran, and last year after they raided Mar-a-Lago for these alleged top secret documents that now we're finding out the FBI covered them up with their own top secret cover sheets to make an impression on the world, American people, that this thing was so
That's
salacious.
false.
That no, it's not false.
It
What's
is
your
It's not
false.
false.
source? What's your source, DeLuca?
Hey,
Okay.
do you guys
Ro-
realize that he had a video surveillance in every part of that of Mar-a-Lago, right? And it told him to turn them off. Believe me, he kept them on. He's got video surveillance of everything that happened, and he's going to show it.
Who you voting? Who you voting
Go
for?
ahead.
Who you voting for?
He tried to delete that, right?
Who you voting for? Welding,
He ordered
whatever.
his people to delete that for surveillance.
Who you voting for? Welding.
I'm going to vote for Trump.
Who'd you vote for in 2020?
Trump.
Who'd you vote for in 2016?
Trump.
So you're a Trump supporter.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do you think that he tried to steal the election down here in Georgia?
No.
What was he trying to get Ratzenberger to do?
He was trying to get people to look into it and see what the fuck was
When
going on.
Ratzenberger,
Because there was a lot of
please
discrepancies. There
don't,
was a lot of funny
don't,
shit going on.
please
And
don't
he
curse,
questioned it.
please, sir, don't curse on the platform, okay?
There was some
Um,
funny stuff, some funny
sir,
poo poo
I
going on.
heard, I heard you.
And he wanted to look into it, but nobody wanted to look into it. That's all.
But do you think that by him talking to the top election official in Georgia that was looking into it,
What's that?
when he was speaking to the top election official in Georgia, do you think
What's wrong
that
with that?
I'm at, well, are you listening to reply or listening to understand? Which one do you want to do?
Well, you said something, and I'm just saying, what was wrong with what he did? What's wrong with if he was looking into it?
My question is, if he was looking into it, he spoke to the top election official in Georgia, the Secretary of State. Would that be correct?
Okay,
Is that
so
correct?
and what's your point?
Is that correct?
I don't know for sure.
You don't know who he was speaking to on the phone when he asked him to find the 11,000 votes?
He didn't, but he didn't say, "Hey, steal me
I
11,000
didn't say
votes."
that. I didn't say that. I'm saying, do you know that he was speaking to
Okay,
Ratzenberger?
yeah. I heard that. So what?
Okay, is that you agree with that?
What's wrong with it?
I, sir, if you just answer the question, stop trying to
Yeah,
figure
I
out where
agree.
I'm
He
going.
did that. Yeah.
Okay, great. So if he's looking into it, don't you think speaking to the top election official in Georgia was looking into it?
Okay, so
And what did Ratzenberger tell him? He told him that all the votes have been given to the proper candidate and they're tallied, and then no other votes to find. Do you agree with that, sir?
I agree that Ratzenberg said that. Yeah.
Oh, you don't believe Ratzenberger?
I don't know.
Well, who do you believe?
I do believe that there was some funny stuff going on
What are you basing that on, sir?
on all kinds of information.
So who do you think would have the best information about what's going on in the state of Georgia? The Secretary of State or you?
Secretary of State.
Right. So he spoke to the Secretary of State and he told him that all the votes have been given to the proper candidate.
Okay.
So that's looking into it. Would you
Okay.
agree with that?
Okay. Yeah.
So there's no votes to find. There was no funny business. Everything has been accounted for. Also, Chris Krebs, the undersecretary for the election.